Now, your character, I'm gonna be kind of mysterious now. I describe because I want it to be up to you what you tell people about your character. But your character doesn't live here, so you don't know a whole lot about this town. You do know it's a safe place in the Undercity to trade, uh, and get something to eat. Um, so you had your other reasons for being down here, but on your way back, this is kind of a safe way station before you can find a turbo lift up to the upper parts of the city. Um, this this village is about maybe 200 people. It's built out of the wreckage of two colliding starships. There's a self-appointed Twi'lek sheriff, and if you don't cause any trouble, then you don't really get any trouble. It's pretty scummy, but the sheriff has gone to whatever lengths she could to try to get the place under control. She's got allies who help her in that regard. So there's like basically a gang of tough people in town that are not terrible people, if that makes sense. Like there's basically a good guy gang protecting the town.
Good guy gang. GGG.
GGG.
The boys.
The boys. You'll be the boys keeping the peace.
So we're starting with I mean, I don't know if you're stopping to get supplies, trade some of your salvage, but you're at one of the two restaurants, and it's the one called the Yellow Lantern. Of the two, this is the one that's more angled towards like families. They've got like a grocer part of the store. It's all salvage that they trade for with adventurers who go plumbing through the ruins and find stuff that's preserved. So you're not going to find any fresh fruit or any meat here. You're going to find stuff that's in cans that is probably quite past its due date, but has been hermetically sealed so you can eat it without getting sick. I'm sorry, the cat's knocking stuff off my desk. Uh, so you and you're in there doing whatever you're up to, um, and I guess we should. I'll describe kind of what it looks like inside, and then people who are there can describe what they are and what is apparently that they're up to. Like, is looking at a data pad or is eating some raunchy looking noodles or something like that. Yellow Lantern is it's retained the name of this private establishment that was on this starship 4,000 years ago. The neon, like, semicircular hologram outside flashes constantly because the power source is powering it is like a fuel powered generator that sputters out in the back and sometimes cuts off, and so it clicks back on, and then you've got the hologram showing you where you are. It's the build the building is got three walls made out of dirt and melted down and kind of soldered together. So out the back, you can kind of see like little holes out into the street behind. It's a two-story building. The bottom story is kind of the public area. It's been converted. You've got like a long bar with about six bar stools in front of it, and three tables that can seat about five apiece in kind of this common area. The behind the bar, you hear like a kitchen, and you've got a bartender, a Rhodian, and the stairs are behind like their kitchen. and so the second floor is off limits. That's where the people who run this place live. Pretty dingy. It's lit kind of with this kind of gross pale yellow color that's kind of flickering a little bit. And although it's not night, in fact, looking at the clock, it's early morning. Um, you're so far below anywhere that can see the sun, it's like it's night. So, who all's in here and what are they doing?
I, Brandoon, is sitting at one of the tables. He, it's. Are there booths or are these just tables?
They're metal tables and the chairs don't match. Like
Okay.
some of them are kind of bolted together and out of different parts.
So he's sitting up against one of the walls, kind of leaning back. He's got his feet up on one of the other chairs, and he's got a data pad that he's reading in one hand. In the other hand, he's got a pair of like chopsticks, and he's like absent-mindedly like grabbing dumplings or something out of a bowl that's kind of steaming off to his left, and then slurping them up while he's reading his data pad. He's a. Did we lose someone? Oh, we just lost CB. He's a pretty average height Mary Allen. His skin is like a light green, and he has tattoos across under his eyes and then also on his chin. And his hair is like a light, like dirty, like a kind of light brown, light blonde, sort of gray blonde
Hazel.
hair.
Hazel?
That's an eye color, but
Oh.
it's hair color. It's kind of like, straw, but not like bright yellow.
Got it.
And he's reading some on his data pad. And yeah, he seems to know people in this place. When someone new comes in, he greets them. So
If CB doesn't come back, we can figure something out. And
okay.
like if stuff's too heavy, Jerome is here.
Oh. She's back.
Welcome back.
You're muted. CB.
I know, I muted.
They probably know.
Okay, well, Bran just did his character introduction. Do you want to do yours, or do you want me to do mine next?
Could you do yours?
Okay. So, the doors open as, Morvis and, Zezos, walk through and go sit at the table. Morvis is wearing a black, type of, jumpsuit with a black, jacket. She sits there as she is ordering food for her and Zezos. Morvis has kind of like a lighter blue complexion, even for a chiss, and she has this light dark blue hair, as she is very, I guess, unique, having been on Terrace for about 5 years. People are still talking about a chiss living here, for they do not see her kind very much. As for Zezos, they have never seen her kind before, and they are still taking on bets to figure out what type of species she is, and Morvis does not take kindly to that, so she's a bit protective. But as soon as the food comes, she just eats with Zezos, as she is just scanning the room, just making sure that it is safe, as she then looks over and she then sees Bran, just eating. She casually waves at him and just goes back to eating.
The bald, pale-skinned child kind of hisses, "Ah, Nutra noodles again? Do you not grow anything on this planet?"
Morva says, Zezos, it's all we could get right now. I know it's not tasty, but it's what we have to deal with.
Was able to hunt Ak at home before you took me away.
Hey, either I took you somewhere safe, or those people who we do not openly say would have ended you.
So what does Serena look like? And what's she doing here?
Sibby,
They heard me. They're having like some issues. Don't.
yeah,
growl.
they are muted, so, you know.
I know I'm muted. Just
Okay, sorry.
give me a hot second.
Sorry, it's just at times people don't know when.
Gee, there's some technical issues. Just back off a little bit.
It takes me a while because Discord is slow on my phone right now. So, currently, Arena, or Weva, as most of the people of Terrace know her, is a bit of a mysterious figure. Tall, very tall, taller than most humanoids around. With a long, scuffed leather coat, some nice boots, and most importantly, a pair of goggles and a bandana covering up most of her face. She's here because, well, it's about time to get something to eat, and usually places like this are good for getting work. She's off a job and, well, she needs money. She's broke.
The Rhodian bartender's proboscis kind of flexes, and it's speaking in Rhodian, but we're playing in Magic Star Wars land where we know all of the languages that aren't super obscure ones. So we have fried Nutra noodles, we have boiled Nutra noodles, and then we have Nutra noodle surprise. And then he kind of leans over. We scavenged a truck full of the stuff recently.
Oh, no about it. I'm, well, reminds me of having to eat ration bars for over a month. Fried, please. Do you still have any of that, spicy sauce, darling? 'Cause that's enough to make anything better.
Oh yeah, Mom's favorite. We still have that. I remember you make a bantha sweat with what you can eat. We make sure it's real spicy for you.
Thanks a bunch. Arena will slip over some credits and a little bit of a tip because spicy sauce. Frickin' love spicy sauce.
So it's quiet for a minute. You can kind of hear like the patter of rain, which is an unpleasant sound in this part of town because the rain, while it doesn't burn, it does irritate a little bit. people are pretty sure you don't drink from puddles of rain. Everything has to be purified here. Uh, then a human, like a human male with, and he looks really out of place. Like he looks like he's not from here. Most of the faces you see here are dusty, and people are wearing, thick clothes and voluminous folds to kind of cover their face when a particularly nasty bit of weather comes up because the rain's kind of toxic. He's in here with some kind of middle class clothes, hair slicked back, almost groomed, uh, and he's got a circle beard that's very neatly trimmed. Um, he goes to the corner and starts like trying to wave down staff, and when he does get a member of staff, kind of a teenage Twi'lek boy, it's like, I have some trouble. What do I do if I need to find help? His voice is particularly out of place here. He's got a strong kind of core worlds accent. Knowledge core worlds, people can roll if they want to roll in knowledge core worlds, or what we're trying to get at is trying to discern like where this person's from, or any tells about who they might be working for from their mannerisms. If you can think of a different skill, let me know, and I'll tell you what the difficulty for that would be.
The thing I can think of is xenology.
I mean, you can tell he's a human, and he's
Yeah.
definitely human.
What's the difficulty?
2 on a core worlds check.
There you go.
Get that up. Good xenology. You go over there. You there.
So, if you want to take strain, there's going to be a narrative explanation for taking 1 point of strain. If you want to do that, I can't think of something else to do with the threat. You can recognize the mannerisms and how he keeps close to himself, and you can even see kind of under his arm some of the paperwork he's carrying uses a specific type of type font. This is like a law enforcement official from like Coruscant. They have officials like this on major worlds that they control in the core worlds. They're supposed to have them on all major worlds they control, but you've never heard of one being here. This is a little far out for this kind of this level of like bureaucracy to be here. And same thing for Irino. What do you mean you have trouble? I mean, I have trouble. I'm part of a reclamation service, and I am unable to perform my duties. And what I have found that is preventing me from performing these duties is vile enough. I would be given great latitude in getting it resolved. Oh, well, you can always sign up for a bounty. You know where that is on the HoloNet? No, I need this to be quite discreet. Well, I don't know what to tell you. I'm a cook. Good luck to you.
Kind of cough loudly.
The short Imperial man kind of spins around.
What seems to be the problem, friend?
I'm part of I'm a member of a entity that wants to see parts of this planet restored, and I'm unable to restore the sector that I've just gotten funding to restore because it's become a den to some very well-armed, unpleasant people.
Hmm. Well, that's might troublesome. If you're down here, is it because that sector is nearby?
Yes, it's a bit of history, and he gets his folder out, and he seems to be like careful when he sets us down to not show anything, but then he drops it, and like a bunch of papers land. Before he scoops them up, anyone that's like around there can see that he's part of like a Imperial Historic Society that restores historic sites. He's got a letter that's kind of gruffly worded like, "Fine, I'll fund this. Please quit writing us letters." Um,
My type of guy. Let's go.
oh, sorry, and he stuffs it in. I work for a historical society, and the site itself is it's a battleship that once held on its crew a man of great legend, long time ago.
Hmm. That wouldn't happen to be the old, what was that called again? Oh gosh. This place filled with, gangsters. It's got like a hammerhead, right?
Yes, it's a Hammerhead cruiser, but I imagine there's not enough parts of it that survive the atmosphere to create a full replica. But yes, it's an old Hammerhead cruiser. How did you know?
It's kind of well known around these parts. Kind of sticks out, like a sore thumb.
So you know about what's going on in there?
Oh, those scum hanging out in there?
Yes, I suppose that's the proper word. I think officially they're called slavers. They gather children and sell them off to huts to work in mines. And
Yeah, we know all about them.
now that I'm here, my employers certainly wouldn't want that to be a blight over what he kind of clears his collar, administer.
Mm-hmm.
As it becomes more and more apparent he's part of the Imperial government, like he's getting looks from people in the bar.
Exactly. Huh. Now, said you had funding, right? To restore the ship?
Yes, I need to find work to do that, but that's like step 6 right now. We're on step 1. We have to get, in this, I understand that my superiors have been unpleasant to certain people of certain ethnicities. I do not share all of those ideas, or any of them.
Oh. Sure. I kind of make like I give Morvisis a look like, like, hey, this might be something.
But at this point, after what I've seen, I'm honestly rescuing the ship is of little importance to me. I don't want there to be children of the Empire being enslaved.
Of course not. I mean, the Empire doesn't truck with slavery at all. Never heard that.
Welcome
happen.
to the edge of the Empire.
I mean,
I'm a good man in a bad situation. He looks at you like pleadingly, like I know, man. I have
oh,
a lot of.
I'm twisting the knife a little bit,
I don't. I have a lot of latitude here.
Oh,
The
well.
ruins. my employers don't really care about this. This was a passion project for me.
Mm.
If you want it restored, I mean, I don't know if I can get it to fly, but I can at least make it to where it doesn't have holes in the side with some of my funding.
Oh.
I
Well-
could either give you part of the funding to clear this out, or I could just pass ownership on to you.
Oh well. I mean, I think we should talk about the details. You know, a little bit more here.
Oh, sorry, I'm not really cut out for this.
It's okay, friend. Here, have a seat. And I said, I gestured to a seat that's like, I'm guessing Morvis is like sat at a table near me.
Yeah.
And and so like I have him like sit in the seat that's like kind of between us, so Morvis can hear all this.
He looks at the seat and very gingerly kind of takes out a handkerchief and wipes the seat down.
Of course he does. I just took my boots off of it, so yeah. And I put my data pad away and move the bowl of noodles off to the side. So yeah, you would probably need 2, maybe 3 or 4 folks to do a job like that to clear out those slavers out of that hole.
Oh goodness, I would hope you would have more than 2 or 3.
I mean, to go in, you'd probably need a couple more on the outside to make sure you catch any stragglers or anything like that. But you know,
I attempted to requisition the Imperial forces on this planet, but apparently they
don't come down here. Yeah, we know.
Tied up in paperwork for 2 weeks.
Well, it'll turn into 2 months and then 2 years, and then you'll never hear from them again.
I'm part of the Historical Reclamation Service in the Empire. I'm fully aware of how this works.
Ah, good.
This
So,
has been my job description for about 6 years now.
Well, friend, why don't we see if we can put a posse together and help you out? Because I know there aren't many children around here left. So I'm pretty sure the folks here would be more than happy to help you out. And yeah, maybe you could help us out a little bit in return.
I mean, it all depends on what you'd want when you see the site. He gets his data pad out and shows that it's a wreck. Like, it's in like 4 different pieces, spread out across about a radius of about 1 kilometer. The funding I have, I would assume, would be enough to get it all in one piece. After that, I would be out of funding, so I wouldn't be paying credits. I'd be giving you the end of the work. What would be important to me is that this historical artifact was treated with some dignity.
Oh, for certain. We would be more than happy to treat it with dignity down here.
But if
sorry, go ahead.
If that's not important to you, I've got 25,000 in funding, but I can't really just transfer that as one large sum. That would look suspicious, and there'd be questions.
Right. I mean, I think repairing the ship would be great. It would be another place for us to, hang our hats. Ships here kind of cramped, as it were.
Well,
More safe space down here, away from the rat ghouls. That'd be nice, I think.
Oh, surely that plague's not active, is it?
Yeah. You just gotta stay closer in. If you go too far out into the dark.
He looks
Yeah.
positively shocked. He was like, at the university, that time there being rat ghouls ever is point of contention anyway, let alone that they would have survived the bombardment and not been cleared out when the Republic restored the planet 300 years ago.
Well, pretty hard to eradicate diseases like that. But
I'm
it's not
truly-
something we're.
I'm truly
not-
sorry that we have failed you so greatly.
Add it to the tab. I kind of wave it like it's no consequence. Plus, it's not a big, as long as you stay nearby, generally isn't a problem. Anyways, why don't you go talk to our friend over there, and I nod to the Rhodian. Maybe see about getting some place to hang your hat yourself for the evening, and I'll see about rustling up a posse to help clear the place out.
He nods. Your terms are acceptable. I do have the power to transfer ownership. I don't know how much the locals here will recognize that, but if you have a posse, I suppose you can make them recognize that.
Sure, yeah. It'll be mostly locals anyways.
But I will do as you say. I'll leave my information with our gracious host.
Glad to hear it. Alright. Now I gotta go talk to a few folk. Here's my contact info, and I swipe my comm pad towards him.
Oh, of course. And he slowly types it in, and then he reads off his number to you twice, and is very professional, very courteous about it. And sticks out like a sore thumb.
Yeah. And I send him a test message to make sure it goes through. Great.
And what was your name? I'm sorry. I'm
Dune. Brand Dune.
Jarvan, and he offers his hand to you.
And I shake it firm. Stand up.
If it's important to you, if it's important to you, it'd be Dr. Jarvan, but I'm not exactly going to enforce that.
Sure, yeah. Sure thing, Doc. No worries. Yeah. Alright. I'll talk to you later then.
Oh, is Arena with us? Just checking. If you're being quiet, it's cool. I just want to make sure you're...
Yeah, I'm just being quiet.
Okay.
Rita, do you have I know you're playing a sniper. Do you have an obvious long rifle or a rifle case with you?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Awesome.
Is it? What does it look like? I don't want to spoil anything. What does it look like?
So basically, it's kind of like the case itself is pretty simple, hardback case, covered in stickers and such from different places. There are a few kind of strange stickers on there with symbols that people wouldn't understand. But it's pretty clearly a rifle case. And the person who owns the rifle case has clearly been around.
Are there any subtle Imperial things you have on your person? The blaster hanging off of Brand's hip is a SE-14R light repeating blaster. It's the type that a lot of officers or speeder bike scout troopers sometimes carry.
Well,
Nice.
there is a certain symbol of a ship, but that is probably not in view.
Okay. All right. Cool. I was just wondering if there was anything like that. So after the doctor leaves, I kind of stand up and I look around and I address the room. I'm like, all right, folks, you heard the man. He's offering to build us a whole new habitat. Give us a little space to spread out down here. In exchange, we just got to get rid of... What's the slaver captain's, the head of the slaver group name? Because I'm certain we all know it.
The guy in charge, goes
Or at least
by
the one that comes in and bothers all of
So
us.
there's not really someone who bothers you. Like, they make raids at night, and
Right.
they're like professionals.
Oh, okay.
Good.
All right.
You've received demands from a Red Baron.
Sure.
From time to time, and it's kind of been correlated with this group. And if you want more information, you can do Underworld at a difficulty 3.
Okay.
Actually, do I have Underworld? I think I do.
Ah. Womp womp.
Oof.
Yeah, I actually have Underworld.
Well, roll it.
Okay. Getting the dice. If I recall, the roll is 1 yellow, 2 green. What's the difficulty?
3.
3 purple. Okay. Here I go.
Ah.
Well, failed, but I have an advantage.
You know that you've seen some of their weapons, and they're high dollar. These people work for somebody with power. They're too organized to just be some like throwaway gang.
All right,
And
folks.
I'll elucidate on that, like when Grits, the Ugnaught mechanic of the town, like kind of blurts out, "All you have to do," and of course he's going, "But all you have to do is clear out a bunch of Black Sun thugs."
Well, there are more of us
Well,
than
I
there are
mean-
of them.
That ain't easy.
True, true. Did you mention earlier that there's like a sheriff that we kind of have? Or is that
I
something
did.
else?
I did. There's a Kara Jewel is like the town, and if Gamer Geekazoid is here, she might have like a associate around, and then he.
I see.
I don't know how into that you are, but I mean you can play too. If you want.
As long as I have the time, yeah.
I mean, we can always ask the sheriff. We've got another person or two here that might be able to help us out, and I look over at Irina. That's a mighty fine rifle case you got there.
Yeah.
You think you might be able to help a few folk out for some credit?
Honestly, wouldn't be the worst thing I've done recently. Wave cast at your service.
Oh, nice to meet you. Brandoon. I kind of give a little, like, 2-finger salute from the forehead.
Arena, well, Wava, as you know her, nods.
Alrighty. What do you think, Morvisus? You in?
Okay, so you are coming over to talk to me, correct?
Yeah, you're just like, you're not that far away. You're,
Yeah.
like a table over.
Yeah, I'm
So
just.
I kind of turn to you and I say,
Yeah.
Are you in, Morvisus?
She's just leaning back, sipping a drink, looking. Sure, why not? Let's go teach these child abductors a lesson that they will soon never to forget. As she kind of like finishes the drink, places it back on the table.
You'll all be mining spice on Ryloth before the week is out.
Sure, sure. We'll take you too once they take us. If you don't come with us.
Are you trying to coerce this man?
No, I'm just trying to yeah, that's probably more coercive. I think actually what I would say instead is there's no way that they would take any of us if we all banded together and worked together. Many hands make light work, even of Black Sun thugs. And I'm going to try to convince folk. Can you make a leadership roll for that?
Yeah, you're not asking these people to slightly inconvenience themselves, though. So
Oh, I know. I totally get that.
We'll make it a difficulty 3.
Sure. Here we go.
So you don't have you do the speech, and the Ugnaught says, "All right, I'm not gonna help you break the doors down, but you know, if you do find some people, I'll let you borrow the dump truck. Maybe that'll be helpful to you. Just fuel it back up when you're done." And
Sure, of course.
He's got a old personnel carrier they just converted to a dump truck, so it's like really heavily armored.
Awesome.
And if you wanted to, you could like mount weapons in it and stuff, because it's an old military carrier.
All right. Fantastic.
You're gonna want to. If you really want to stir some people's hearts, you're going to want to talk to people who lost people and all of that.
Yeah.
Are you tired of people taking your people? Me too.
Call 1-800 Black Sun Be Gone.
Be gone. Criminal Eradicator 2000, baby. Pulls out your gun.
I could be wrong, but there's something up with Doc Martin over in the clinic. I think he's lived some hard lives, or he's been involved with one of these syndicates or another. If you're looking to find people who think they'd be
Sure.
useful doing something like that, he might be a good place to start.
Alrighty. Revisus or actually, is it Irena? Are you going by Irina or Irena? Is that like are you
Weva.
going by- can you spell that out in the chat? I'm bad with names. Weva. Okay, fantastic. Thanks. Visus, Weva, you don't want to come along with me, and we'll go chat with Doc Martin, and then maybe after that we'll chat with Sheriff Jewel, see if we can get any more leads on support.
Right, sounds like a plan, darling.
Alrighty.
Out of character, Bran does have a mother, correct?
Have a what? Yeah, his mom's here in town.
Okay.
Yeah. You probably sleep in like her back room or something.
Okay.
Oh, I told him that you got her a 2-bedroom apartment. I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. Good point. Yeah. So someone else's 2-bedroom apartment that's across the hall that wasn't being used.
Yeah. Okay. So Morvis is basically gonna like get up with Zezos, and Morvis kind of pulls you aside and says, "Could we make a stop to your mom's place to, drop her off?"
Oh yeah, sure. Mom would love to spend a couple hours with the kid.
I'm probably more skilled in traveling these wastes than any of you overfed humans and humanoids.
What is the kid again?
Zezos.
What's
Zezos.
Right.
Yeah. I'll
what's her species? This-
Dathamiran.
Night sister.
Oh.
She's a night sister.
Nice.
So,
God damn.
How old is
I
the
mean,
kid?
she's like 10, so she's not.
Oh, okay.
She's not a night sister yet.
Right. This is
She's just kind of a badass kid, you know.
right. Coach. Look, kid. You're gonna have your day. You'll have your time. We all know that you're brave. But right now, you don't have to pick this up.
Just don't drink
Let us
the
carry it for you.
don't drink the glowing water. You city people always get radiation poisoning so easily.
Right, of course. All right. Let's roll. And we head out to Doc Martin's, and then we're going to head over to the sheriff's. And on the way, we're going to stop by my mom's and drop off Zezu to hang out with my mom.
Okay.
I thought we were going to go to your mom's place first, but
Yeah. That's exactly what on our way to the doctor's, we're going to drop off the kid at my mom's. We're going to head there straight first. I don't know if I was unclear about that, but that's
yeah,
what I meant.
you were not clear. So yeah, sorry.
I've had a very long day.
It's
spent
understandable.
I spent the last 6 hours doing homework for my master's program, so I'm a little toasted.
I mean, I know this is slightly awkward, like all these first little get-togethers are. I'm actually kind of. This is really cool, and it's less awkward than I thought it would be. I think it's going places, man.
There you go.
Woohoo!
This is where the fun begins, as Anakin would say.
So you drop Zezu off. She gives some other quick like survival advice, like what to do if an act dog tries to corner you, and stuff like that. Thinking that she's just better at survival than everyone else.
I
goes to
never
fight-
talk down to her. I always treat her as like a serious adult. Like I talk to her like she's an adult and treat her like fully seriously.
She does
know?
talk down to you though. She talks down to.
Oh, totally.
All the
Does it
time.
matter?
She's a Dathomirian, and she thinks she's and she's 10, so of course she thinks she's superior. Like, but I don't treat her like
10-year-olds are just like that.
yeah. Tell me about it. So I'm like, yeah, sure, totally. That's a fantastic advice for act dogs. And at some point later in our campaign, if we ever run into one, I'm totally gonna ask for a blue die.
If
because
you-
of-
My God.
If you are able to strike one, please bring it to the village. I am very tired of Nutri noodles.
Hey, I grew up big and strong, and I ate mostly Nutrinoodles. You'll be fine, kid.
I'm sure I can grow big and strong, but have no taste or palate.
Okay.
Better than
That was a-
ration bars.
Oh my god, so much better than ration bars. And so off to the doctors. Let's roll.
I will agree with that. The ration bars are terrible. You head to the. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have too much fun playing the kid. So you get to the. Like when Morvis is like, "I want to have a kid," I was like, "Yes."
Ha, you made the first error. You
Oh,
made your kid
boy.
not to.
Not to. This is a baby Yoda.
So yeah, we head to Brand's Buzz's place so I could drop the kid off.
Yep.
Yeah, and she gets along with Bran's mother pretty well.
Yeah.
Because Bran's mother, like when she tells her stories of all of her great deeds, she just sits down and listens, and is just very polite. And so, she loves Bran's mother.
Remember, it's only the player characters you can torment.
Now, Doc Martin's place is it's actually one of the only structures that was built here. It's made out of scrap metal and reclaimed wood. He insisted on that. It needed to be clean so he could take care of people. Doc Martin's a new addition to the village. He got here about 3 years ago. anyone who's been in this village longer than that can make a knowledge underworld check to get some hints about this guy.
Oh, I am making that roll.
Diff toll.
That's
2.
2.
Woohoo!
Okay. Let's see the other one.
Yeah, I'm working on it. Here I go. Well,
Okay.
I mean, I have a yellow, but still, I do not succeed.
Let me think about this. I guess you would know. Okay. Let me think about how to interpret this for just a second. I've got an idea. Okay. So Bran can tell that this person is old gang. Like
Yeah.
he's got all the mannerisms. He's been in with a rough crowd. He doesn't talk about it, and in fact, maybe Bran asked him a question or two that he didn't like, and so
Right.
I wouldn't say that they're on cold relationship, but it kind of stresses you out to be around him sometimes. You know,
Right. Yeah.
like when you stopped asking, he was cool. But Morvis knows that Morvis was there when he first came into town and demanded assistance with the surgery. I mean, Bran was there, but Morvis was like present and helped with the surgery. They removed like a tracking. You removed a tracking bit that like goes around his cortex. That is tech from like a Hutt slaver clan. And if you asked any questions, he just said, "I don't know what you're talking about," and he paid you for your help.
Okay.
That work for no successes but a triumph.
Yeah, that works.
Okay.
And if I do actually recall, Morvis would know Riva, but that was probably like years ago, so like she would probably not recognize her at first.
You wouldn't recognize her at all because her face is currently very covered.
Okay, yeah, but I'm just insinuating that Morvis would probably recognize you if your face was not covered. But I bet you would recognize
Well,
Morvis
crossed
right
it.
away.
Yeah, and Arena's not gonna say anything about it.
I'm not
Also,
sure what this
just
is
know
about.
her thoughts are, "Oh God, another one." Forgot there were 2.
Okay.
So, yeah, we get to Doc Martens. He's a sleepy Cornwall surgeon who has a fear of blood. Or no, sorry, different
I
Doc
love
Martin.
him.
he's a human kind of Mediterranean complexion, well, cyborg. He's got
Cool.
he's got like an artificial eye, artificial left limb, and they're not high quality. Like he looks like a cyborg.
Yeah.
Thin, and he typically wears like layers of clothes, but if you've ever seen him like with just one layer of clothes on, he's like in excellent shape.
Okay.
But he doesn't broadcast that. He tries to hide it more than anything.
Right.
He's known
Local
for being
man
kinda,
is jacked.
yeah, he's pretty jacked. He's known for being kind of gruff and no nonsense, but when it comes down to it, if somebody's hurt and needs medical assistance, like he's very passionate about it. But he acts like a tough guy. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So when you walk into his office, you hear him kind of shuffle into the reception room. "You don't look dead. Why the hell are you bothering me?"
Well, we're hoping you might help us make a few other folk dead. You ever have a run-in with the slavers out at the old Hammerhead ruins?
I thought we said we weren't going to talk about where I came from.
I know. I'm not talking about where you came from. I'm asking if you ever had a run-in with those folk.
They're
We
serious,
gotta.
They're serious business, I'll tell you that much.
Well, we got a serious offer from a. And I clear my throat and I speak in my best Imperial Galactic. An Imperial Historical Society officer who has been granted a far hefty weight of Imperial credits, in which he wishes to spend them on restoring the old Hammerhead ruins. But unfortunately, he cannot do that, if there's slavers in it. And someone thought, hey, maybe we should talk to you about getting some folks together for a posse to help clear them out.
You can see, like, for a second, his eyes kind of go soft. Basically, he's going to say no, but I'm giving you a hint that, like, maybe you can press him.
Right.
You can see, like, in his eyes, like, a desire to do something. And then it disappears, and he's like, I left all that shit behind me.
And I look at him and I say, damn it, Martin. Like, you left that shit behind you, but it hasn't left us behind. We've lost kids. We've lost people in this town to those bastards. Just help us out this one time. Can't you?
Alright, give me a leadership check, difficulty 2 with a boost because you know about his past.
Okay, here we go. Woohoo!
Alright, well, I was never much of a fighter. I was one of Black Sun's enforcers, and that's a Black Sun operation. So the fighting skills I have don't work if you're doing like a raid. I'm good at entertaining people when I punch them. So I don't know much use I could be, but you probably need someone who's got a medical license around when you get shot full of holes.
Yeah.
I suppose I could stick around for that. Up on the upper level, one of Dune's enforcers, he's Old Raider, goes by the name Visa. He's got a score to settle with those people.
Where can I find him?
Probably up in the barracks, getting drunk, or at Grady's hitting on the hookers there.
I nod. Any help you can provide is welcome. Thanks.
He's slime. Don't pay him ahead of time.
Oh, of course not. But I'm talking about you. The info you've given us and the medical help. Thanks. And I look him straight in the eye and I put my hand on his shoulder.
And don't get all sappy about it.
Sure thing, Mark. Thanks again, Doc. All right.
Let me know when you're heading out. Well, give me a couple hours before you're heading out. I need to. This pile of mess that we scavenge out here, I need to somehow make a field kit out of it.
Sure, sir. We'll give you a heads up. Looks like we're going to be rolling out in the old, the old garbage APC. But I'll give it a good wash down before we roll.
All right. I'll stow my gear in there.
All right, great, thanks. All right. Weva, Morvis, where to next? Think we should go check out this other option, or do you think we should talk to the sheriff?
I honestly don't care either way.
Well, you've been here longer than me, Bon. I suggest
Alright,
we get all the help we can. If the sheriff can offer their assistance, let us go with that option as well.
Sure. So yeah, we're gonna head on down to the sheriff's office. And actually, Half, can you put the name of the person that Martin suggested we meet up with in the chat? But we'll head on over to the sheriff's office. And also the Ugnaughts name.
Gotta
Because I've
figure
already
out
forgotten.
how that shit happens and stop that. That's what I'm looking up on Foundry tutorials, how to not make the shit scroll every time I type something.
Zooming into the person's character image.
I mean, it's neat and all, but I
Yeah.
can't deselect it. Maybe, maybe if I select it and then delete it, I won't have anything selected. Ah! Yay. Okay.
Sweet.
Sorry.
So, Vishara is like a Black Sun person, or is that the sheriff?
From what you're told, he's Old Raider, and he's got a score to settle with those people. So
Okay.
he didn't say he could be Black Sun or Old Black Sun, but he could be some other gang that they knocked over. He didn't specify.
Oops. Yeah.
That's fine.
All right. So yeah, we're gonna roll on over to the sheriff's. Knock lightly on the door if it's not open.
Okay. It's actually motion detects and opens because it's like a public office.
Right.
Her office is a mess. There's paperwork everywhere, and bird droppings from a tropical bird from some outer rim planet that she's brought with her. It's a gift from one of her old clients back when she was like working, back when she was like an escort.
Right.
And this is a tough woman, like
Yeah.
mid-40s, one missing an eye, bulky, like sinewy, like you can see like all of her muscles on her arms. She wears a like sleeveless shirt to demonstrate those muscles because part of her job is to intimidate people.
Yeah.
Carries around a like some custom built rifle, just completely assembled, slung on her back at all times.
She's generally considered like a fair sheriff, right? Like she's not like a.
Yes.
Okay.
She can be kind of gruff, like Doc
Right.
Martin, but also like Doc Martin has been very fair and is actually very well trusted.
Okay. All right. I think
in
I've
fact-
probably done jobs for her in the past.
Probably. And
Yeah.
Vishara, actually, when he came into town, he started fucking around with the sheriff before he was on her payroll.
Okay.
And Doc Martin knocked his ass out because Doc Martin like really respects the hell out of her.
Okay. Hey, Sheriff.
Howdy.
Hey, so we just had a representative of the Imperial Historical Society come by and offer to repair and rebuild the old Hammerhead ruins and transfer the deed to the town because he's got a bit of a pickle. Because there's some slavers sitting in that right now.
So let me get this straight. She, her left hand goes up. I've been asking the imps on the surface for 6 years to just get me some conscripts down here. And they send a fucking historical guy?
Yep.
Morbus shrugs and say, hey, they're not perfect, but hey, they did technically send someone down here.
I'll strap him with a blaster. I got kids missing, man.
So, man, Sheriff, you have so much paper for. I don't know how you do this job. I like move a pile of paper onto like a different chair in a corner and sit down. So here's the thing. We're collecting a posse. I got this really nice human lady here, Weva, and of course, you know, Morvis. And Doc Martin even said he's in, and old Ugnaughts garbage APC that we converted, you know, that we converted a couple years back.
Sure,
He's
that's
gonna let us
human?
use that. What?
Sure, that's a human. She's about 6 foot tall.
Well, she's not
I'm very tall for my age, darling.
What are the She's no Umbaran.
You're very.
That's for sure. She doesn't have any of those vertical stripes, you know.
Right.
Is that what they are? The Umbarans with the
Sorry.
ones with the vertical stripes, or the? Nah, never mind. Anywho, thinking of grabbing a couple more folk, and heading on over there. We heard there was a fella named Vishara that might be of some use, and asking to see if you might be able to help us.
Holy shit. She passed.
Sweet.
It's obscure enough knowledge she's not going to know exactly what she is, and she's going to be like... Okay, how visible are your eyes, Arena?
Currently? Not at all. It's under, basically, she's wearing her, infrabinoculars, which I basically have as being kind of like, they have like a tinted lens so no one can see her eyes.
Okay, I take that back then. She doesn't roll to determine what your species is. I mean, she's got lore. So she had like a shot at it. Anyway, never mind. She's human. Arena's human. Never mind.
I am
anything
human.
said.
I am
so
human.
sorry.
I'm very human.
Sorry.
The humanest human
I'm a
you've ever human.
Mandalorian. I'm a Mandalorian. I'm human.
Oh wow.
Right, that's what I messed up. So, okay, so she kind of taps her nails on the counter. Well, we're stretched thin as it is. I got some. I want to help with this. I can't leave town, and if you want to drag Vishara into this, I mean, you need to make sure that you keep an eye on him. He's trouble.
Sure.
I guess I have some. I got a couple of guys that I have on watchtower duty, and it's like punishment duty. I guess I could pull them. It'd be 3, and they're not particularly. They're not very good. You need to kind of protect them. They might not be worth. It might not be worth it. I mean, they might be more trouble than they're worth. They're green. As far as the people that know what they're doing, I kind of need them here around town. We think Grady's is working with Spice Runners, and we're about to. I got people staking him out.
Oh boy.
Well, you think we could how long do you think the Spice Runner issue might take? You talking like a couple more days or weeks, or what you figure?
I don't know. He's pretty slick and operating within common law. I mean, I know we don't really have law out here, but that's what all these papers are for. And she pulls up like, this is common law of the Old Republic, and this is the statute he'd be breaking. This is what I'm trying to establish here.
Sure thing, Sheriff. Kind of shake my head a little bit. Like, I'm not like trying to make fun of the sheriff. I'm just like, yeah, like it's like a quixotic task.
The type of pressure we need to apply to him, I wouldn't be comfortable on the police force because then I'd be violating his rights.
I don't work for the police.
That's the point.
Exactly, Sergeant.
On our current trajectory, it could take a while, but if you can find a way to get him to fess up, I could probably toss you some experienced people to lead those greenhorns around.
I don't know if you know this, but our good friend Vissus over here is well versed in bad cop, good cop. I don't actually know that really. I'm just kind of bullshitting my way right now. Because Vissus is an uncommon alien with red piercing eyes who scare the fuck out of people.
You mean my character more Vissus, yeah. So calling me Vissus
yeah.
for short, that's actually kind of cute.
Yeah. I look, Bran makes nicknames. Bran makes nicknames for everyone. So
Oh, wonderful.
like within like 5 minutes of knowing Bran's gonna have a nickname for you.
Yeah, so like more Vissus just looks at Bran, cocks an eyebrow, and well, I am actually quite good at making people talk.
See what I'm telling you, Sheriff? We'll
And-
handle.
And
We'll handle
Morvis nonchalantly kind of like makes a wicked grin, smirk, and everything. She does it nonchalantly, as in she doesn't realize she's doing it. She's just remembering of a memory of actually interrogating someone.
Sorry if there's too many breadcrumbs. I enjoy this kind of Byzantine stuff. But yeah, you might not have to do that. I mean, we have it on pretty good authority that the man's obsessive. Keeps everything on that computer journal of his, but we don't have rights to raid the thing.
Where's this journal kept? You think?
Well, it's on his computer. It's on his that wall data pad he's got in his back room where he counts all his credits.
Huh. Okay. Well, maybe we can deal with that then. Keep him distracted. We'll get it either way.
I do have to say, if you get caught breaking into the place, I have to obey the law. I have to put you in the brig for a night.
Sure thing, Sheriff.
And I'm definitely not suggesting you break into his place.
No, of course not. You never would. You're
Never
too
would.
much of an upstanding citizen. I get it.
That's right.
Alrighty.
But
And
if that somehow magically gets resolved, I could take the team that's associated with that and attach them to you.
Okay. Yeah, let's try to do that, and then go to check out Vishara later, and yeah, that should be makings of a good posse. You good with that, Wava?
Oh yeah.
Alrighty. Okay, so let's head back to the. Where are we going? Who is this again? Remind me of the names. I'm really bad with names right now, so burned out on writing 5,000 words today.
Okay, so are we going back to like the Imperial, or are we going to go see this Vishara person?
I think we're gonna go. Who is the sheriff staking out? We want to deal with that person, so the sheriff will give us the extra stuff, the extra support. Unless you guys want to go talk to Vishara first. If y'all want to do that. Liam and two not green W's staking out Grady's. Okay. Y'all want to go to Vishara or Grady's?
I hope y'all like kind of lots of breadcrumbs and lots of decisions. Is kind of how I roll.
No, it's good.
It's the best.
Let's go bother Grady. I'm a bit better with stealth than I look.
Alrighty. So, I'll keep Grady distracted, and the two of you can go deal with that journal. Sound like a plan?
I'm okay with it.
Alright.
It will give me a good time to stretch my legs. Haven't been in my stealth days in a while.
Cool. All right, so we'll like make a plan while we walk over there. Maybe something like we all come in at different times, and once the two of them are already in there, kind of doing their own thing, I'll come in and I'll go over to Grady, start distracting him and talking to him about whatever. Like, I have all sorts of things I can just talk to them about.
Well, Grady the Deveronian is scum, but legal scum.
Right.
He runs all the sin in town. His girl, Rocket, is probably not her name, but she's some Arcanian from the core worlds that, offers companionship to travelers. And this particular time, whoever comes through the front door would hear Rocket saying, "Fashy, you know how this is. We don't do old time's sake here. Now, if you want some company, it's gonna cost you 500 like every other time. Come on, sweetheart, I'm hot up right now." And
Is that Vishara?
Yeah, and Bashara is another Deveronian who is kind of comically short and has one of his horns broke off.
Short king.
Fantastic.
If it's
Hey!
too sleazy, you want me to get more PG, I can.
No, I'm good with PG-13.
So run me by the plan again, because I was preparing like the.
So
I was thinking in my head, and I wasn't catching what you were saying. Sorry.
So I think we'll have like so is this just like a cat house, or is this like also a bar and casino type place as well?
The bar has Pazuk tournaments that Grady skims off the top.
Right.
He has a droid bartender called.
Nice.
So the droid bartender wears a 10-gallon hat. It's a 3PO model. He's got a 10-gallon hat and a little sheriff's badge, and it's called Deputy Wet Your Whistle.
Okay. So the plan was for Arena and Morvissus to go in first, kind of get settled near the back room, like the door to the back room, and then I would come in and try to like cause a scene or like distract people. But when we get there, Vishara, the other guy we're looking for, is also there, right?
Yeah. I mean, come on, I'm on a cop salary now. I'm going straight, baby. I thought you'd appreciate that.
Hey, Vishara.
Yeah, what you want, waster?
I might have some work for you.
Oh, well, my schedule's opening up recently.
I might have work for everyone here in the bar. I kind of like make a loud, like raise my voice and try to get everyone's attention.
That's asking for trouble.
Oh, totally. Totally. As long as everyone's looking at me and not looking at the other two.
So,
I was gone for a good bit, so I'm a little out of context here, but please continue.
So
No
Liam,
worries.
just a heads up, you're part of the team staking out this guy because your boss thinks that he's smuggling spice. I took that liberty. Is that cool?
Yeah, whatever. It works.
So I mean, you're
a
here.
policeman, a policeman doing police work? Insane.
Oh my god,
You're
never
here
before
when-
seen. Revolutionary.
You're here when Liam starts saying, "If anyone wants some work," like you're here for all
Or
that.
Brand, yeah, when Brand starts.
Okay, I see. All
Work?
right.
I tell you what, says Grady, before like taking his sulfur pinch. I tell you what. You can convince these flatfoots to start patrolling town. I'll give you 100 credits for each day they don't bother me. He gestures over towards the table that Liam's at. Liam is a big wolf guy. I'm sure he probably wants to describe himself.
Yeah. Yeah, Liam is. He's got some. He's got some characteristics. He's kind of like, yeah, like you said, kind of like a big wolf guy. He's got like a duster / trench coat. Has a. I don't know what I guess cowboy hat would work. A little bit more substance to the brim. It's a little bit more outward, but he doesn't look armed at the moment. But he's, it's the outer rim, so of course he is. But he looks a little mean. Probably some damage from some good fights. Maybe like a small scar here and there.
All right. So I go, well, if all goes well, Liam will probably be joining us. And you too, Vishara, because we're putting a posse together, clear out those no-good slavers over in the Hammerhead. So who's with me? Good money and a good fight.
Give me a 2 difficulty leadership check.
Sure thing.
I'm praying for this to succeed.
Oh God,
Oh
yes.
God.
All right, here we go.
The gang gets a large posse.
Oh my god, you got a triumph. I'm impressed.
Large posse.
So bear with me as I go through this, all right? Because it's going to
Yeah,
sound
totally.
bad to begin, but just bear with me. I got a cool thing. Okay, so.
Okay.
You get kind of a from the it goes by Easy Pete, right?
Mhm.
He's got like kind of one of those Han Solo sleeveless jackets over top a white dress shirt that he keeps pressed. Got a bolo tie. He's got a blaster pistol on his right side that's like custom made. He comes up to you and he says, "Hey, that boy that came in here needed a place to stay a few months back. I was teaching him the trade. He was a good kid. One of their snipers shot him from well outside of range. I'd like to pay his respects. You ain't gotta pay me nothing."
You got it. I offer my hand.
Makes it. And then he gives a look over at a table. "You boys there, I taught all you how to scavenge. I always told you there'd be a favor. This is it. You're gonna stop your grumbling and we're gonna save the children." And then there's some grumbling, and then like 4 or 5, like other people, like three women, 2 guys come up. They're all kind of scruffy scavenger looking people like Easy Pete is, but they're not really old.
Right.
And then, one of them's a Rhodian, and you've got a Rhodian, a Twi'lek, what do they call them? The ones that see with the Force and don't have eyes?
Maraluka.
Miraluka.
Heck yeah. My first Jedi.
Well, I'm really not a Jedi.
No, I'm saying the first time I ever played a Jedi in the old Star Wars D6 game was Miraluka.
Right. And so you've got Easy Pete, and he's got like a group of like cronies that all owe him a favor. So
I stare them all right in the eyes, or right where their eyes should be, and I give them firm handshakes, and I thank them in advance.
They might ask you for pay, but it's personal for me.
Sure things. We'll get it all worked out.
So Liam, what do you respond to him talking about how he's gonna drive out like people who've been kidnapping kids from town, or?
Maybe not in public, but when he gets alone, maybe I could talk to him.
The sheriff's put you here with a crew of 2 other pretty seasoned, like enforcer types to to figure out to prove that you guys know that Grady's selling spice, but you don't have proof, and your boss is very specific. We got to do this by the law. Right?
Well, it seems as if another situation has popped up about taking care of slavers. Wouldn't you say that's against the law?
Oh no, that's definitely against the law.
Well, gotta save some people, right?
So that's a pretty big distraction. That'll give a boost to any kind of clandestine operations that are going on in the meantime.
Yeah,
Alright,
and I'm
time
gonna
for
like try
clandestine
to
operations.
I'm gonna try to like keep talking and like ask people around the bar. You know, I'm gonna make myself a little bit of an annoyance to people to kind of like keep everyone looking my way. And I'm gonna be standing like near the doorway, so like the front door, so opposite of where they're gonna be trying to sneak around.
Okay.
Alright, gang,
So,
it's
yeah.
time for some clandestine operations.
You got a pretty clear shot to like his counting room behind the bar. It's maybe 10 meters to the door. What do you want to do?
So Arena is taking advantage of this big old distraction to take kind of like a keep on the fringes, like staying around the edge, kind of going around the edge of the room to go back while everyone is all talkity, and is gonna do some sneaking through the power of if you act confident enough, people will not notice you or won't think anything's wrong.
Yes. I know the trick well.
So Grady's droid is very well programmed and would upgrade your difficulty, but the distraction is going to downgrade it.
So Morvis is going to see that Weaver is going to do this. So Morvis is actually going to go to the droid. So the droid will basically service them, correct?
Yeah, the droid's the bartender.
Okay.
Care to wet your whistle, partner?
So yeah, Morpus is going to go up to the bartender and says, "Do you have any, I don't know, Carillion whiskey on you?"
I have over 74 types of thirst quenchers. Scanning. Yes, Carillion whiskey is on tap, partner.
How much is a glass?
So you're trying to make it look like you're not distracting the robot, but distracting the robot. So,
Yes.
Do you have deception?
Oh yes, I have deception, my friend.
Okay, the robot has the flaw, takes everything very literally, so it's a 1 difficulty deception. If successful, you will also downgrade the droid, so Arena gets an upgrade in her check.
Oh.
Can I be allowed to make a perception check? Because it seems kind of fishy that someone just barged in and is looking for some work like that. Ain't nobody that stupid.
Yeah,
Or I
and
guess
in
I can
in
do
the
it under the-
background, Morvisus and
Sure.
Weaver is just skulking around.
Or I guess. Or
So,
I guess.
real quick question. If they successfully break into this guy's back room, are you going to do something about it?
Well, I'd probably just watch them, see what they're up to.
Okay, then yes, we'll resolve that as a separate roll, a contested roll,
Okay.
in a second.
Okay,
Alright, sounds good.
I am rolling my deception. Are you kidding
F-
me?
Oh
F in
man.
the fucking chat.
Really? Really?
Good.
Really? Come on, you damn system. Could I get a good roll, please?
Well, instead of downgrade, it'll just be a boost. You still helped. Okay, so you have a 2 difficulty stealth check with a boost.
All right, let's go.
If you're feeling very confident, you can save the boost because the door is going to be locked and you'll have to skullduggery it.
What in the fuck?
Oh my gosh.
I hate technology right now. I hate these generated things so much.
This happens to me every fucking time.
So you get up to the door. I mean, you didn't get, like, any threats or anything, so you're not going to get caught. You get up to the door, and you find out it's locked, and before you can go to find, like, a bobby pin or a lockpick or anything, and it's not like an electric lock. This is an old rusted door with a bolt. Before you're able to grab it, the droid, like, starts to spin around. You, like, kind of have to dart back to not get caught. Do you do
Back
that?
to kind of like leaning on the wall, looking like just a normal bounty hunter. Nothing to see here. I'm bounty hunting.
Dare to wet your whistle, partner?
Oh boy.
Nah, I think I'm
I meant
good.
nothing by that. That is my programming. For some reason, my master wants me to sound like a rough and tumble cowpoke. He says in a monotone robot voice.
Verena inwardly takes offense to that because that's how she fucking sounds. She's got a southern accent.
I don't mean any offense. I pre-wrote the cowboy robot. I'm sorry.
This is awesome, actually. Because Arena can, like, take literal offense to the robot.
I am.
Okay, so
Maybe Morpheus
people
can
wildly
sneak
face-
away and sneak into the back room while Arena is, like, making a scene about the robot being a jerk.
The robot is southern.
Okay, so-
I'm southern.
Liam, what is your dice pool for perception?
It is just 3 greens.
Okay, Arena, make another stealth check, 3 difficulty.
Fancy. This one I fucking pass.
Of course. Of course.
I so hate the universe just playing
get
tricks on
threats.
us.
You did get threats, so you're not sure what's up, but they're definitely trying to. These 3 are definitely trying to play a game, fucking with this robot. You can tell
Gonna get
that.
some wrong vibes. Alright, I will walk up to the robot. Be like, so, what's your catalog for drinks, I mean?
I have over 72 thirst-quenching solutions.
Name
And then
them
he
all.
starts to go over them.
Yeah, you guys can use that as a distraction.
So you can make the same check again, Arena, if you want.
Hell
Choose
yeah.
The 2 and a
sneaks.
blue.
So is she trying to still sneak into the thing?
2 blues, actually. Yeah,
Yeah.
2 blues because now 2 people are asking questions about the fucking part. All right.
Let's fucking go.
You're welcome.
Thank you for reacting to
Go
that,
on, Arena.
Brown.
We believe in you.
Yes, finally.
Yay.
Oh,
All right. Now I'll let you keep the boosts to unlock the door. How do you want to do that? Mechanics and skullduggery obviously will work. If you have other ideas, I'm listening.
Oh shit! Wait, hang on.
So, fun fact, my mechanics and skullduggery are the same.
Okay.
Okay.
That is not very good. However, I do have a plan.
Oh, what's
a
your
very
plan?
good plan.
What's your plan? I love it.
Very good plan that the dice are gonna, totally go be on your side with.
Oh, definitely not. But like, I'm trying here.
It's always how it goes. I have a
So
brilliant
Arena
plan.
will reach up, pull a bobby pin out of her hair, because she's cool. She's got a cool bobby pin. Some of it falls into her face. She does not like that, but that can be dealt with later. Anyway, she's gonna sort of nonchalantly kind of mess with the door to unlock it using some stuff that she may have learned in a different time. I'm using a light side point to upgrade my check.
That is fine. I think how they work is you click on them.
So you upgrade your check.
What's the difficulty?
Now you're gonna be upset. One, it's an old bolt-powered door.
Oh, I don't care. I need all the help I can get.
Yes, because the dice system will. Oh well, that's terrific.
See, this is why we needed that.
You're welcome for the extra boost.
Thank you so much.
Six-
This is the most I've ever
advantage.
seen a boost I give.
It's
I
pretty
actually
impressive.
got 10 advantage one time.
6 advantages. I'll give you an option. One, you can lock the door silently on the other side and start perusing his files, but you'll need to make the computer check to crack his files. Or dumbass is logged in.
Oh, totally locked in. Take the locked in.
Dumbass is logged in.
Okay. So the door, if you want to, you can shut the door, but it's not like perfectly locked. If someone tries it, it'll be weird. But yeah, he's logged in, and he's in the middle of writing, updating information on the Rhodian Zbak in the Yellow Lantern. Zbak's been a bad boy. I hear he used to smuggle spice. And then the cursor's blinking. You can back up to, and he's got files like this on everyone in town. He is keeping information about like every citizen of note in town. So if you want to get dangerous, you could start looking up other people.
Yeah, you got a police officer right on the other side of the door. Be very interesting if I found it on the ground accidentally.
I was gonna take the
Unfortunately,
fang,
this isn't. Unfortunately, it's an old like monitor computer like built into the wall. So if you've got a data pad, you could download the stuff on it. Do you?
Guess who's got a data pad, actually?
All right.
Yeah, you
Imperial
go,
Great.
girl.
All right. They just got to keep him distracted for a few minutes while it heats up.
Though I do want to see if he's got anything on Weva Kess. Because I've been here for a while. And that's the name I give to everyone.
Call Chit. I'm pretty sure the suitcase is a gun. Imperial? Question mark.
Well, good to know. It's hard to figure out.
Yeah, you get the information. I assume everyone keeps talking to the bartender, or do you guys?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Stop annoying them. Okay. Well, if you continue talking to the bartender until you see her, I mean, it's several minutes, and eventually, like, Grady's like, "Are you guys gonna order something or not?" Right when she's shutting the door behind her and locking it back.
You know what? I changed my mind.
Quit trying to fry my droid's brain here.
I
I'm gonna have to
am-
make you pay extra.
I am
What
What about
actually.
you, Grady? Will you step up and help the town out?
Get bent.
Make a difference.
Make this destroyed our posse.
Yeah.
I am actually
Grady,
trying
Grady,
to
Grady.
see if I can buy something, Grady. I mean, hey, I'm asking. This guy asked. I mean, like, I'm asking how much a Carillion whiskey is because I don't know the prices down here. I never been at the
27
bar.
credits for a single. 27 credits for a single, 32 for a double. Now you gonna buy something or what?
I take out 27 credits, put on the table. Give me a good one. I say to the droid as I kind of turn to Brady as I kind of like smile. And I am going to try to put my charm face on him, trying to charm him.
All right. He's kind of been around the block. It'll be pretty hard to like get under his skin, but you can give it a shot. It's a 3 difficulty to try to charm him.
Since there were advantages, could CB give me some boost die with that?
I used those advantages to basically not make Arena make another check.
Right,
Okay,
yeah.
okay, that's fair, that's fair. I just so want this to succeed just to mess with him. Okay, so
Wait, who are you charming?
I'm trying to charm Brady just to annoy him.
Oh.
Okay. It's 3 purple, right?
Yeah.
Okay, here I go.
I mean, he's kind of a hard ass. You know, if you cleaned yourself up a little bit, I could get you some work. You ain't bad looking.
Well, thank you. You're not so bad looking yourself. I kind of wink
Hey.
at him.
Business and pleasure, we don't mix them. You looking for work or not?
It depends. I may need something, off the books, but I'll
Oh.
see what I could do. But,
What, you think we pay taxes down here?
well, it depends on the work, I say, as I kind of lean into this conversation, waiting for the drink to be, served.
You get served, the droid's pretty efficient.
Okay, so I do that as I sip. Basically, I'm doing my best to distract him so that if CB comes out, she will not be seen.
Oh, she's out. She's
Oh.
out.
I'm out.
the
I'm
door
Oh.
behind.
vibing.
Okay,
The
my
door
bad.
is locked.
No, I'm saying like to make sure that no one goes in the room and everything.
It doesn't really matter at this point.
She put it back on the same screen and everything. If someone goes in the room, it's cool. She just downloaded everything.
Okay. So I just thought like, oh, this would be a good way to distract the guy, but okay. So I guess I am asking what type of work could there be?
Well, keeping fellas warm at night.
Oh, that type of
We
work.
need to get you out of that jumpsuit. That's kind of frumpy.
Oh, Brady. You can't get me out of this thing even if you would try. I smirk. And I finish my drink and I leave as I give a little wave, a finger wave goodbye as I leave the bar.
I'm gonna. What's your character's name again? You're gonna have to remind me.
Morvisis.
Morvisis. Okay.
Yeah, I'll put it in the Discord for you.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, Liam, because you had a pretty good idea something was up before, and you were actively became part of the scam. Like you saw the girl like sneak
Yeah.
out carrying a data pad.
Okay,
I'm gonna follow Morv, and wait till we're out of earshot of anybody. They're the targets basically, and I'm just gonna say, so what kind of bullshit was that?
Hey, we were just clearing something up there for your boss.
Oh,
Yeah. Clearing up your schedule. So if you want to come with us back to the sheriff's office, I'm sure she'd be happy to see you.
yeah, probably. I'll take your word on it.
Sure.
And
And-
I get just follow along, I guess.
Yeah, so head back to the. I
once
look
you
over
guys
it.
are out of the bar. Go ahead.
Yeah, I look
sorry.
over at Weva and be like, "You got the goods?"
Oh, definitely. Everything's right here on this bad boy.
I knew you were
Kind of pulls
professional.
up the. Been on the bounty hunting business for a bit now.
Fantastic.
Of course.
So yeah, we get back to the go back to the sheriff's office and like, Sheriff, look who I brought.
Could you remind me of the sheriff's name again?
I wrote it
Gosh.
down. I wrote it down.
Oh, you wrote it
It's the
down.
very first thing posted. It is
Kara Jewel.
Kara Jewel. Yeah.
Kara Jewel. Well,
So-
Jewel, I didn't think you'd hire a bunch of ruffians to do some backdoor work.
Hey, I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about. I just said that it's hard to do things within the rules. If somebody decided to be a civic servant on their own, that's their own decision.
Hey, I don't think anything untoward happened. Weva here just, happened to pick up a little something that she saw fall on the floor in the back of the bar there.
Right. Of course. It's not necessarily that he's saying this out of, like, spite or disdain. Like, he's like, I get it. Like, that's fine. Kind of.
Yeah, and I'm trying to be like, I'm not trying to be like rubbing it in or anything, because I get it, because I grew up here, right?
Right.
But
And
she starts looking at the. I mean, do you hand over the date? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yep, I do hand over the data pad. It's already on the right page, and there are definitely no markings that this once belonged on an Imperial ship.
He just, like, filed them out.
And so you found this lying around, huh? I don't think that's exactly what happened. She says she's scrolling through. But yeah, this has got the name of his suppliers, his street dealers, everything. We can wrap this up tonight.
Glad to hear it. I think the rest of us are gonna go get some shut eye, maybe, and I have an old garbage truck, or an old APC that turned into a garbage truck that I need to spray out with some caustic something, so that we don't all gag to death tomorrow.
Hey, Jerome, I've got you staking that place out. I don't need that intel anymore. It looks like we can do this by the books now. She slides the data pad back over to Weva.
Evidently. Wait, you wanted to reassign me to this case?
Well, they're forming a group to deal with those people kidnapping kids. Something I'd like to handle if we've got bodies working on it.
He takes out his gun and he spins it for a bit, puts it back. I've been looking for some target practice.
If you want, you can take Jennings and Bryant with you. I don't know if you want the baggage. I know you kind of like to have some latitude.
I'll be fine on my own. You know I am. Besides, if these schmucks were able to pull off an operation like this, I'm sure they're good shooting pirates.
Oh, don't worry, darling. I am much better at shooting than anything else.
I figured with that giant rifle on your back.
Custom made.
Of course. That's how they always are.
Well,
He puts the gun, gestures to the gun on his hip.
I know you're getting bodies together, but I'd still be careful about just trying to run up on that place. It's a den.
Oh, come on. You gotta take me smarter than that.
Well, she gestures to Brian Dune. I'm not sure if he is. I don't know if he's been working with this kind of scum before.
I've had my fair share of tactical experiences in the past.
I have my share experience of combat and dealing with very unsavory individuals.
The Black Sun, right?
Yeah. Good, because
My-
these are Black Sun. These are serious guys. They're armed. They get money. It's not on the books. They don't. No one's got any proof, but they get money from one of the planetary governors who's in on the operation. These are serious guys, so you don't want to just run in there, even if you got 100 guys with you. You want to play this really smart.
Of course. Let's just say I have a little history with this organization.
Alrighty. The more info we know and what we can use, the better.
Would my backstory have anything to do with this? Would the guy that I have his weapon from be a part of this, or no? Would I know that, or no? Or would I have to roll for that?
I remember, like, when I wrote this, I was trying to, Terraslar City, Vigo, the Black Sun. So can I read the description of Frontier Justice to everybody? Is that cool?
Sure,
with you?
why not? Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, so this is his custom gun. When Jax Terraslar, known by most as a coaxium mogul, but to few as Terraslar City Vigo of the Black Sun, orders a special-made Dragon Eye, he expects results. For 6 weeks, he dealt with a wild space arms dealer before results came, and they would have been worth the wait, and the 2 vaporized droid emissaries along the way, had the weapon remained in his enforcer Draco Sulfur Breath's holster. Sadly for him, you came along and brained that spice-sucking human trafficker but good with the business end of a Corellian whiskey bottle. He never even had a chance to pull the weapon. You kept it as a consolation prize when the courts undoubtedly let the creep go with probation for good behavior. So yeah, you have some history with the Black Sun.
I do. I guess what my question is the guy that's that I took the gun from, is he part of this operation? Would I know that, is my question.
Give me an underworld check with a boost, because that would be cool if that's the case.
I do not know how to roll on Foundry.
Oh, you
so-
just go where it says public roll in the chat bubble, and you just click on the dice, and it has the whole dice system for you.
Alternatively, from your character sheet, you can go to the relevant skill
Okay.
and click the dice pool, and it pulls up the dice pool with the 2.
Oh, okay.
Let's modify it.
Okay. So 2 difficulty and a boost? Right?
Yeah.
Okay. That's not too bad.
You're not sure, but you do know this is important in operation. You have heard it's run by somebody who has designs to be a Vigo, so maybe not. Because people who are ambitious like that tend to piss off Terraslar.
Makes sense. So somebody's trying to go with the up-and-coming ranks by basically pulling off this operation.
Yeah, like he's working with Huts and from like Galactic South, trying to get like clout so he can.
I see. Can they get a name?
Yeah. The guy in charge goes by. You don't know his real name. He goes by
Yeah.
Red Baron.
Red Baron. Okay.
Which is a very actually cool baddie name, by the way.
Till he gets shot in the face. There was one time during a train robbery where my character came across an ISB agent, and he just gives this giant speech on how he's totally going to screw us over, and then in one combat check, I ended his life. It was just like I just shot him in the face and he was dead. Anyway,
That's just how it is.
and that's
So-
how my group became terrorists. Anyway.
Hey,
So
one man's
we've been at
terrorist
it
is
for
another
about-
man's freedom fighter.
Yeah.
We've been at it for about 2.5 hours. Everyone cool, like for about an hour more, or
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I could do another hour.
Yeah,
Sure, that'd
same.
be fine with me.
anyone need to use the restroom, get a drink or anything?
Yeah, if we could take like a 5-minute break, I need to get more to drink and hit the head.
Yeah,
Oh,
let's
yeah.
do it.
All right, BRB.
Alrighty then.
I'm
Who's
having
nor-
fun.
Who's organic anyway? It's not like we need food or water or existence.
Yeah.
Whoever's here, I'm having a lot of fun. I think this is pretty rad.
I was
I
surprised
wish I could do an actual Southern accent because, yes, it's important.
I was surprised I was able to weasel my way in here, but I appreciate you for letting me participate.
I mean,
Who knows? If you're here, maybe I'll weasel my way into next week's session.
Yeah, I got to thinking, like, so I am thinking, like, if people, like, play in the other one, I don't want to, like, unbalance the XP too much, so I might, like, just give base to people who played it too, if that makes
Okay,
sense.
I see. Yeah, that's fair.
But, I mean, I don't know, your character's, like, they're you're here and they're talking to the fucking sheriff, and I'm like, why not, you know?
I mean, that is a very fair point.
Also, sorry for confusing everyone with the names thing. I just didn't think it would make sense for the wanted criminal to use her actual name.
No, it's understandable.
Imagine that.
Like, we all totally understand this.
I mean, that
I'm
makes
apologizing.
complete sense, yeah.
I hope you're having fun, like, gets
Yeah.
you feeling comfortable and everything.
Yeah, sorry I was late. There's drama going on in another D&D game, and yeah, I'm helping. By helping, I mean me and the gang were airing our grievances together. Egg has been added to my party. How many
Sorry.
Pokemon can I get?
Sorry to hear you had some drama with you.
Yeah, that's always
fine.
not super fun.
This cat's, like, too cute to, like, be terrifying. Sorry. I have a Calmini. I don't know if anyone knows about, like, purebred cats, but it's, like, really rare. She's beautiful and adorable. I didn't
What
go.
breed?
I didn't
what
go
breed?
looking for Calmini.
Okay.
It's like a Thailand. It's like the national animal of Thailand or something.
I have no idea how that's spelled.
Yeah, no idea.
That's fine. I'll take your word on it. It's a cute feline. It works. I like to see.
I have one, the Boon Man.
They're pure white. They're small, like they're half the size of like a normal cat, and they have heterochromia most of the time.
That's interesting. Strange mutation.
Cat's name is Ebony Darkness Dementia Ravenway.
Wow, that is a mouthful.
Oh, Ebony Darkness. Y'all don't know. Y'all don't know.
You
We do
don't.
not. You are correct.
I feel sorry for you all for not knowing.
Oh,
Well,
it's
then-
beautiful.
Then rid my ignorance, oh knowledgeful one.
There's
I
only
gotta-
one way which I can rid your ignorance, as I am the most knowledgeable of this sort of thing.
My immortal. What's the internet historian?
Internet
Yes.
historian.
It's a fanfic. It's a horrible fanfic.
Oh no.
And it's like dramatic. It's got dramatic readings on.
Hi, my name is Ebony Darkness Dementia Ravenway, and I have long ebony black hair. That's how I got my name, with purple streaks and red tips that reaches my mid back, and icy blue eyes like limpid tears, and people tell me I look like Amy Lee. Author's note, if you don't know who she is, get the hell out of here. I'm not related to Gerard Way, but I wish I was because he's a major fucking hottie. I'm a vampire, but my teeth are straight and white. I have pale white skin. I'm also a witch, and I go to magic school called Hogwarts in England, where I'm in the 7th year. I'm 17. I'm a goth, in case you couldn't tell, and I wear mostly black. I love Hot Topic, and I buy all of my clothes from there. For example, today I was wearing a black corset with matching lace around it and a black leather miniskirt, pink fishnets, and lace combat boots. I was wearing black lipstick, white foundation, black eyeliner, and red eyeshadow. I was walking outside Hogwarts. It was snowing and raining, but there was no sun, which I was very happy about. A lot of preps stared at me, and I put my middle finger up at them.
That's awesome.
My soul just left my body. Let me get it back real quick.
There's like 6 hours of this on YouTube.
Are you fucking kidding? Oh my Jesus.
No.
So, My Immortal is kind of like infamous for fanfic. And also, I don't know if any of you know this, but any of you watch Dimension 20 from College Dropout, College Humor?
Yes, I do. I watched it.
Well, their newest season was called Misfits and Magic, where they do a send-up of Hogwarts. They're not quite Hogwarts, and one of the characters plays XXX Dream XXX, and it's Erika Ishii who's the player, and
there was
they
even
are fantastic, and they're basically playing the My Immortal character, but with an awesome twist. Yeah, with an awesome twist. She has very loving Korean American professor parents who, you know, and they're like, I think they're both like childhood psychologists or something.
Oh.
So
God.
it's hilarious and brilliant, and it's only like 4 episodes for the season. But it's fantastic.
I'm watching this tomorrow after work.
Yeah, it's totally worth it.
In Critical Role, they even did a Harry Potter one.
Yeah, it just ended. This, I think, last Friday or Wednesday was the last episode of the season. It was super good. So I'm back.
Okay, let's continue the game.
Continue without going to Hogwarts, please. I don't want to run into some weird goth chick flipping me off.
In case you hadn't known, I have read the entirety of My Immortal. My friends and I in marching band did a table read because we were on a bus for like 3 hours.
Oh my god, that sounds like marching band.
It was very fun.
I love you, Ebony.
No, it's I love you, Anobi. You gotta get it right.
Oh yeah, she misspells everything all the time.
Oh.
Thanks for the help,
You know what that
everyone.
reminds me of is Throw
At
Mom
the beginning,
to the Train when he's teaching the class at the literature class, and he's just like, and they pressed the button and they dove. We got him, Dave. Yeah.
So I gotta share one more thing, and let's get back on track. At the beginning of every chapter, like it starts off in the first chapter, she doesn't have anything to say to the haters because she doesn't have any. But like you could tell she's been posting it over time because at the beginning of every chapter she has like a blurb about the haters that gets longer and longer and longer as time goes on.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Anyway, so where we want to pick this up, let's take inventory. You got a bunch of NPCs I gotta mess around with here. You got Easy Pete +3. You've got Bashy. You've got, what else you got? You got Doc Martin.
We got Liam plus 2 others from the sheriff.
Oh, he said he didn't want them.
Oh. Well, I would tell the sheriff I want him. Because more the merrier.
So
I trust Liam. I think Liam's amazing. Because Liam's got, you know, Shistavian eyes. What can you see with your Shistavian? Is it Shistavian? Is that the species, Liam?
What can you see with your elf eyes?
That's right, exactly. What can you see with your Shistavian eyes, Liam?
Oh, that's right.
Glow in the dark wolf eyes.
This is what kills me is that freaking Boston's is the other one. Like they both don't have dark vision, and it's so annoying. You think they would have dark vision anyway?
You know who
I-
does have dark vision? The blue people.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
I am
mean,
playing a chess.
So do Salonians, but anyway. Right.
Doesn't the
So-
Shistavian's eyes even like? Yeah, the Shistavian's eyes glow in the cantina scene in the original
Can I please
episode
just have
4.
dark vision?
Yeah, it's like
Oh, hey, if you're playing with us, let's get you to hit this destiny.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
right. I got to do the thing.
Wow.
you're
no.
welcome, guys.
I granted you 10 experience for that when we went over your backstory stuff.
So
Okay.
are we all heading back to like west, or did we already do that?
We could even do like a time skip if you want.
Yeah, let's
mean,
do a
I'm-
time.
Yeah,
skip.
and if anyone's accrued like strain at this point, like basically at the end of like a scene, you get all
Yeah.
your strain back. I mean, you roll for it, but if it's 1 or 2, you just get it back.
Right.
Like no one's like drained down to like 2 strain or anything. Y'all are
Alright.
all full of.
Yeah, because Morvis would have to get back and pick up Zezus.
You're picking up Zezus before you go out into the wood.
No, at the end of the day, you know, like we're not going into the whole fight right away. Again, we have to, prepare. So
Oh, you're staying the night before you take off. Got it.
yeah, that's the plan.
Okay.
So
So
instead of coming up with this is exactly the plan that I think I want to do for how we exactly attack the ship, can I roll, because I am in real life, I mean, I know a little bit about warfare, but in real life, I don't know how a group of blaster wielding space cowboys would, attack a ruined spaceship. So
It
can
would
I roll my
probably
knowledge
be-
warfare as like a way to like set up our, like if we have advantage or not, like rolling in on the spaceship, or do
Can
you
I,
want to do something else?
If he's gonna end up doing that, can I roll Underworld for that check instead?
well, yeah, we can definitely do checks for our knowledge before we set off.
Okay,
Obviously.
alright. Sounds
but
good.
to answer the knowledge warfare thing, you can do that. But another thing, I'm not gonna run like 8 NPCs.
Yeah, totally.
Because,
It can be totally like
because
dramatic.
the game has a system for that.
right.
Where you can roll. It's a combination of leadership and knowledge warfare to like
Nice.
do mass combat. So that's already kind of baked in the system.
Okay.
So the Indar Spire is 25 kilometers south by southwest from South Point. You are going to be. You can make it like with your crawler. You can make it in about an hour if you go around this like toxic lake
Mhm.
and get there. You can. I mean, it's outfitted to like go through, like to go underwater. But that might be dangerous. But you could get there like in 10 minutes if you goes through the lake.
I think we'll go around.
Yeah,
Just,
going
be safe.
around.
So on approach, did you guys want to do like underworld knowledge warfare to get like information about it, or do you want to do that when you get to the site?
Actually,
wanna
I'd like
do that.
to be able to get information about the site before we head out.
Yeah, that's
See
what
what I can
Morvis.
scope out about the gang.
Okay, so it's pretty well known like where they're at and that they're very heavily armed. So you guys get that for free. If you want to get like secrets, the underworld checks are going to be difficulty 2. Now, as far as knowledge warfare, like you're basically setting up do you want to make a knowledge warfare check to kind of like talk to people about what their skills are and what their kit is and figure out how to best deploy them? Is that kind of
Yeah,
what you're
totally.
doing?
Yeah, and like how
Okay.
I like best deploy the APC against the base, and how to get everyone in or around the the site, you know, with the least number of casualties, the safest and most effective route. You know,
Okay.
like tactics.
Does anyone have like planetary vehicle driving?
I am
I
checking.
don't have it as a. I think it's a skill though for me. I just don't have the skill point in it.
No,
Who's
I.
driving? Is it the sniper with the really high agility?
I just have 3 agility.
Oh,
Yeah, I spread my stats out for 4 3s.
Yeah,
yeah, like
Yeah,
Same.
same.
yeah, same. I could drive if you want.
It's how about it's Doc Martin, because Doc Martin's gonna stay at the APC and heal anyone who gets hurt. I think that sounds.
Let me
or do you
run him. Let me do a sensor sweep with him real fast then.
okay.
He's able to tell that there's 2 possible entry points.
Okay.
You can go in through the hangar, or you can go in through, like, there's like a hill that goes up above it, and you can, like, the cockpit's shattered, the glasses, and you can go in through the cockpit. Like, not the cockpit, the bridge.
Right.
Unfortunately, didn't roll super well, so he doesn't have, like, intel as to which one's more dangerous, but that's what he got from sensors. So Underworld, this would be now. I gave you know that they're heavily armed and they've got money. That's generally well known. These Underworld checks that are too difficulty are going to be like more specific, like how they patrol the area and stuff like that.
Okay,
So,
yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, that's what I'm rolling.
1 success.
Okay. Okay, so Liam, you know that the upper part of the craft doesn't have a regular patrol schedule. They're not particularly. They don't particularly think people are going to try to rappel from the cliffs onto the craft, so that's typically where their leadership is. If you wanted to send in like a small team to like quietly take something out, that would be the easiest route. The hangar is patrolled by groups of thugs that are like 8 deep on regular schedules. Morvis would happen to know that they have recruited some local gangers that are not necessarily loyal to the Black Sun. Not super detailed, but you know that like some of the forces that you would be facing if you went from underground would be like local talent. May or may not have like honor for the family or anything like that. Any other preliminaries you want to do?
Yeah, I'm gonna make my roll now.
Okay.
F.
Unfortunately, these people all come from different kind of backgrounds, and you can barely get them together as a cohesive unit. By the time you actually started to talk about like their background, you're getting pretty close to the compound.
Yeah, and I probably took way extra last night to just clean this thing out, so we're not dying from the trash fumes. So I'm a little off my game.
Can I roll a leadership check to corral them together?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Let me do the thing.
Oh, I was just saying, yeah, agreeing with you. Like that's a good idea.
I see.
Hey, you both
I'm
have
not the
leadership.
GM. Can we
Yeah,
both make
so, I
leadership?
mean, yeah, both of you can make leadership checks.
Okay.
All right, that's fine.
Or
Oh my gosh. The dice hate me tonight.
So we overcame with an advantage. Easy Pete used to serve in the Republic military as a spy. He's got
He's same as
some-
me. Oh well, not a spy, but Marine.
He's got some like particular skills. Like he knows how to act. He knows how to use a stealth field, and he can sabotage like alarm systems and stuff pretty quietly.
Nice.
Fantastic. All right, so basically my idea is let's go in through the bridge and everyone kind of stick together. Easy Pete, you hang back just a little bit. When we have alarm systems, you call out and see about disabling them. We don't want to lose you because of your skills in that area. Everyone else on a gun and shoot anything that moves that isn't a kid.
Well, we don't want to lose anybody, he
Right.
says in a very Nevada accent.
Liam takes out both his pistols. Understood.
So if he's staying back, like his crew, like doesn't want to, like they want to stick around him.
Right, I didn't
You
mean
can
like
try to
back to
change
back.
things.
I meant like don't go running ahead. Like we're gonna all stick together. I didn't mean like him like stay way behind us or anything. Sorry, if I wasn't clear.
Okay, sure. So now let's do the trip over there. Let's get your best dice pool for survival together, because you are going through like the wasteland, and you're probably trying to avoid monsters and shit.
I have
Not me.
yellow, 2 greens.
3 green.
Sounds like the yellow.
So,
All right. Just average.
Can we assist?
yeah. Yeah, I mean, you're all kind of
Keeping a
looking
lookout?
out
Yeah.
and looking out the windows and the APC and stuff.
How does that
So-
help me?
We'll say if everyone's, I mean, I guess everyone would kind of be on point, so that's 3 PCs, so that'd be 3 boosts. I'm not going to do the NPCs because they're kind of bickering and not being
Yeah,
terribly
okay.
useful.
This is average.
Yep.
Okay. Not bad.
Nice.
Okay. So not only are you able to completely avoid any kind of like mutant or rat ghoul nests, you actually, when the doc's up there like saying, I'm seeing something weird on the scanners, I don't understand it, you are able to look at the bio readings and can see that those are infected. And they're
Rat
perched on
ghouls.
they're perched on a nest, like on the nose of the ship. If they were perturbed, at least a few of them would get through the cockpit.
Oof. Best avoid those.
So there's you said a rat ghoul nest?
Yeah, like there's a nest of infected. Like they're from the readings, they don't seem to be like super monstrously. Like these might even be pirates that are part of the crew that just got infected like a couple weeks ago. So like, kind of like zombies from 28 Days Later level of infection, like
Oh, dear
regular
God.
humans but completely nuts.
Right.
They're
Like
perched
mad
in
cow
such a,
disease.
they're perched in such a way that if you like set a fire or something, you could irritate them and make them run around, and it might cause a distraction on the ship.
Hmm.
If you do that and you're tracking morality, it might hurt you though.
I mean, I'm not tracking morality. Welcome to the wasteland.
Listen, hokey moralities and ancient weapons are no match for good blast at your side, kid.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
but
Wait.
I don't want to be a jerk and make other players have to deal with that.
Yeah, this comes up, and it's kind of up to the group together what y'all want to do. Like, I'm
So-
basically saying, if the two force using members of the party like side onto it, they'll get conflict. Do you guys want to do that?
I don't fucking care. Reyna is heckin' morally unjust anyway.
Yeah, Morvis, like, has no sympathy for them. They kidnap children, so as far as Morvis is concerned, it would cause a good distraction, enough for them to get in there and save as many kids as they can. So that's what Morvis is here for.
It sounds like they're down. Do you guys want to do that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so you get some of the NPCs to like fire some small arms to kind of corral a group of them from extreme range. Like they're not going to hit them; they're way out of range. But it's enough to like irritate them. And this is before you're like getting out and getting kitted out. Yeah, like they all start running all over the place. About 5 of them run into the ship. But you're pretty far off, so you're not sure what happened next.
Right. Well, if they're all distracted with that, let's roll up into the bridge if we can do that. Or is that where the infected are at?
That's where
Yeah,
they
they're-
ran in, but you can
Oh.
wait a few minutes if you want. I mean,
Well, if we lit a fire at the bridge, let's go in through the hangar bay then, because maybe they pulled some folks off of that, and then,
Probably a good idea.
yeah, if they're looking to the left, we'll go in on the right.
Yeah. No, we're fine. We just run into the zombies. What are you talking about?
Yeah. So.
Let's fucking go.
Let's fucking go.
Did I take my meds? I did. Okay, I'll as
Okay.
well.
and you are adjusting your plan. It takes a few minutes. So here is a 200-meter long by 10-meter high kind of drop-down bridge thing. There's a control panel on the edge of it. How do you want to proceed?
I'm sorry. Say that again.
So like the hangar, it like part of the hull opens up into the pre-hangar. So it's a big, long, like 200-meter by 10-meter metal door. And there's a control panel like on the side of the ship to access the controls for the hangar doors.
Oh, so it's shut right now? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I think I misunderstood and thought it was wide open.
It's
Yeah, so let's roll up and see about opening up those doors. Who is the best? This would be like computers?
I could try.
computers, skullduggery.
Okay.
Either one.
My computers and skullduggery are the same. 3 green.
Mine are 3 green.
Well,
Where is
when you
this?
go up to the panel, yeah, I mean it's actually not locked. It's just you can just say open.
Okay.
They
Definitely have
disabled
both
all
my
the
guns out,
security.
by the way.
They disabled all the security, so
All right. So yeah, so let's roll on in.
So
it's. Go ahead.
Morvisis is gonna take her SE-14R. She is going to open the door. She's going to peer inside. I'm assuming it's going to be dark, so that's why I'm going to peer through in first, since, you know, I have my infrared eyes. And I am going to make a perception check.
Okay. There would be 2 setbacks for being dark, but you do not have those.
Mm-hmm.
It is an average perception check.
Which is 1 purple, correct?
2.
2? Okay.
Okay, so this side of this, you see some wreckage of a shuttle that's been cannibalized as the doors are kind of slowly opening. Um, there's a panel that kind of sparks on the northern edge, um, and then it starts like reading, you know, decompression check, no pressure differential, and then it shuts off. On the far end, there are so there's another wall. It's like 200 meters, like same length as the docking bay, but there's three doors, one on the left side of it, one in the middle, and one on the right side of it. Through your perception, you can hear like there's an alarm klaxon going on that's like burning on the other side of the door. Like
Okay.
on the other side of those two doors, like inside the ship, there's an alarm.
Okay. Morvis turns. Okay. Seems clear. Seems to be an alarm on the other side of those doors. So let's be at the ready. We may have caused the hornet nest to stir. So when we get inside, we go in hard and we take out as many targets as we can, and we try to get as many children out this way first. Priority, get the kids out first. Then deal with the Black Suns.
Right. What
Doc,
makes you think we deserve the hornet's nest? And obviously referring to the zombie distraction we put up there.
Doc, get the APC turned around and ready to go.
Roger. Okay, I'm just gonna get out. This is like a placeholder for NPCs. It's not actually a medical droid.
That looks like some shady ass person down there on the left.
Yeah, that's the default.
I
That's
know.
the default. I don't have a token.
It's all good.
These guys are kind of out of the way too. All right. Whew, so I've not done this yet. We probably want to. Wait. Shit. Let's drag him up here. Let's figure out how to do this. Encounter not started. Did that roll initiative? It did not. How the hell do I roll initiative? Okay. Can it? Yes. Can it? Yes. I'm sorry, I should have figured this out. If nothing else, we can. Just let me select.
Use sessions.
Yeah, if nothing else, we can do that. Or we can just roll initiative in the Discord, which is connected to that. Tracked resource. Okay, this is more complicated than I thought it would be. We're gonna just kind of hand do this and keep notes. Sorry. My bad. Dice. So if y'all want to start like rolling your initiative, you'll need to like hand type it into the dice channel.
Got it, boss.
I'll figure this out next time. I'm sorry.
Oh,
I
What's
work 60
the
hours a
initiative?
week.
What's the initiative?
You guys are prepared, so it's cool.
cool.
Point two.
My
Unless
species
you're-
roll survival for initiative.
Okay, so we got 1, 2, 2, 1. Let's get a note.
My career makes me roll warfare. Not doesn't
Ooh.
make me, but lets me roll warfare for it.
That's a good roll for me.
Nice.
4. And we're not necessarily in combat. I just want to start tracking what people are doing.
Yeah.
I'm missing somebody. CB, do you know how to roll the dice in Dice Tournament?
Oh, I rolled in Foundry.
Oh, you did. You rolled initiative. Did it show? Okay.
Yeah, it's the last one.
Yeah. 0, 2. All right. That'll work. PC 0, 2. Okay, so NPCs are. Zero, 1. Nice. 2, 1. 3, 0. Okay, so if I sort this, we go NPC, and that's, well, we're going to change that to Posse. Posse goes first. PC. I'll have this working next time. I'm sorry. I'm really embarrassed.
Well, we could end
Oh,
it
good.
here if you want.
Posse, PC, NPC.
Sessions is pretty easy to use for initiative.
PC, NPC. I almost have it. PC, PC, NPC. Okay. I got it. What do you want the group to do? Like the people, are they just kind of staying in position? Are they taking cover?
Yeah, let's have everyone move from cover to cover.
All right, so they run in and find wreckage to take cover behind.
Sure.
Oop, that's the wrong one. Next to go is PC. Anyone know what they want to do?
Yeah, I'm shooting some pirates. That's alright with you, lads and lasses.
Where is
There
the
are no pirates visible yet.
There are no pirates visible yet? Okay.
Where's
Yeah,
the
you're in a hangar
initiative?
bay. I'm tracking it on a notepad.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Where's our? So we're on the other side of an open door, right?
Yeah, so the hangar bay is open. It started the compression sequence, recognized it didn't need to, stopped it, but you hear alarms on the other side of 3 possible entrances in the next chamber.
I see. I guess I can try to open the other door.
All right, left, middle, or right?
You left.
Okay, left door shoots open and like it's kind of dark in there. Do you have like infrared or anything?
No.
Okay, it smells like body odor. There's not any lights in here, and you can like hear some weeping. Give me a perception check with 2 setbacks. 2 purple, 2 setbacks.
Okay. This probably isn't going to turn out well. Oh, it's not too terrible.
You can make out kind of from some of the lights off the decompression console that there's like a teenage girl in rags inside of a kind of makeshift scrap metal welded cage. And the room is about 2 meters wide by about 6 meters deep. You can only see that one person, but you can hear other voices and weeping deeper in the room.
Can I go in to start unlocking cages, I suppose?
If you take two strain, you could like try to unlock a cage. Yeah.
Morvis is going to basically head inside and help out Liam. So she's
Yeah.
gonna like, she's basically gonna go there and like tell them that, hey, everything's gonna be okay. We're gonna take you home.
Yeah, I think I'm
All right,
gonna
well,
order.
Hang on. One
Okay.
person went in there, and then an NPC goes. So
Sorry.
center door opens, and you see kind of backing out of there like a kind of mid-20s woman with like a pink mohawk, and she's got a rifle in one hand, and she's backing out into the room. You guys are completely oblivious. Do you want your people to open fire on her?
Why don't we try to sneakily take her out?
He's coming in from a different room than the one that Liam opened, right?
Yes. So you've got like a door over here. Let's put Liam like up here.
Okay.
She's coming like down this like here.
Okay. So yeah, I think yeah, in the moment, I'm not gonna think too long about it. In the moment, I like, open fire.
Okay, well then the posse like will do a knowledge warfare check.
Sure. Ba-ba-ba-ba. This person looks like a pirate, not like someone that's like escaping or anything, right?
Pink mohawk and looks like she's got a bad attitude.
God damn it.
But that's
Well,
a
that'll
triumph.
be
They start blasting. They do take out the one, but when the rest of her squad, like 3 other minions, come out, they all get into cover before they get hit.
right.
All right, so now it is a PC turn.
Want me to do what I do best and fuck some guys up?
Yep.
Please do.
Pew pew.
Alright.
By all means!
So it's a little dark in here. Oh wait, you've got a thermal imager. Never mind.
Yeah, I have glasses that allow me to see through walls.
Yeah, and your scope also is a thermal imager too. So,
What's the range?
long range.
Oh, they're a ways away.
Yeah, it's like a 200 by 200 meter. It's a big hangar. It's a hangar that you're in.
God, I need the stuff on that gun again.
If you take a maneuver before that, you can make it medium range.
Oh, it doesn't matter whether I'm long or medium. It's the same check for me.
Well, medium gets you 1 less difficulty.
No, telescopic optical sight. I reduce difficulty at long and medium by 1. No, at long and extreme by 1.
I see.
Sniper rifle.
Yep. Imagine that.
I'm cool.
Her weapon's pretty boss.
It is pretty damn good.
So yeah, there's no defense. These are minions. So.
And I'm taking 1 maneuver to aim.
Okay.
Did
All
it
right.
roll?
Yeah.
Yep. You
You
15 damage.
Because it didn't tell me that I rolled.
completely- It says right here. Reno
Okay, there it is.
Yeah, it took
Oh,
me a little
well.
bit. It took a little bit for it to like load.
Yeah, you take out this member of the minion. You describe that however you want. You take out one of the pack of 4.
So Arena kind of shoulders the rifle that she took out of the case earlier. Cracks her neck before she takes perfect aim and shoots a guy in the chest. Like, forgot how much of a punch this bad boy, the sweet baby gives.
All right, just center of mass. He goes flying, and you hear a Wilhelm scream as he flies into the darkness.
Yes.
Yes. Like.
I'm eventually going to be able to play those. By the way,
Please
Yeah.
do.
I'm going to do.
Please
I'm
do.
going to do that.
You've got to do at least one every session, just so you know. I think that's the standard for Star Wars.
Of course.
Ooh, we got some battle music.
Yeah, y'all might recognize this if you're old.
Oh, I recognize this.
No, of course I don't recognize it. Not at all. What are you talking about?
Okay, so that's PC turn. NPC turn. So one of those people when they ran in like screamed, "We got hostiles!" So the next group they're minions, so they don't have maneuvers. They just come in.
It's a bit loud, the music.
You can
I'll
turn it down in the.
down.
You can turn it down in the.
There we go. Is that better?
Yeah.
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 So two old rusty, scrap-built B1s kind of stumble in and like bump into each other. And now it's a PC turn.
How many of these guys are there total in the hallway?
You've got two minion groups, you've got two B1s, and two, like, Fallout Raiders, I guess is how I'd describe them. Like, red, blue hair, look like just nasty customers, like regular kind of scum.
Ooh, Wunderbud.
All right. That roll I did earlier for warfare for the rest of the crew. That wasn't my turn, was it, or was it?
It was not your turn. They got in position and got ready to fire.
Okay.
Like it's something you can do with mass combat. I should probably go through how it works with you, but
All right. I'll read up on it. It's been a while since I ran mass combat, but I'll go ahead and try to waste one with my blaster.
okay, you are currently standing at long range. Well, now they've moved in, so medium range from the two minion groups.
Okay. Well, that I can't. Let me look at that. Is that medium range?
You can use a maneuver to go into short range if you want.
Sure. Yeah. I'll use my maneuver to get to short range, and then I'm gonna fire my blaster. All right. So that'll be one purple.
Is your target a battle droid? Yeah, one purple. And they're
Yeah.
minions, so
It'll just be one of the minions. Here we go.
which minion? The battle droids or
The battle
the
droids.
spiky air ones? Okay, so what's the damage on your weapon?
It is 6.
Okay, you have one battle droid left.
All right.
Roger. All right, next turn, next character.
Which is gonna be me. So, Morvis, immediately seeing this, has her weapon at the ready, and I can either shoot at the B1 battle droid or the other person. Correct?
Yeah, there's one in the B1 group, and there's two in the like Raider group.
I'm thinking the B1 battle droids should be my priority. So yeah, Morvis is gonna take aim, and she is going to take out that B1 battle droid. So she is going to roll.
Okay, then that's a 2 difficulty because you're at medium range.
Okay, so I'll make the roll. So that's gonna be that. And she is gonna take a maneuver to aim. So here we go.
Add 2 boost die. Roll another boost die because you got lucky.
Oh shit! Thank you.
Oof.
Oh,
Okay, so the damage on my blaster is 6 plus 4. That's going to be, I believe, 11? Or no,
Oh, Brad,
10.
I missed a triumph. Did you? Hang on, I gotta back up. I missed a triumph. Did you want to take out 2 battle droids?
Heck yes.
Oh.
I didn't see the triumph.
I missed it. Look, I'm so tired, and it's not because it's late where I'm at, because I'm on the Pacific Northwest. But like, I'm so tired. I missed it too until you mentioned it. So yeah, I'll take out the other battle droid with the triumph. Sorry.
Cool. Sorry for the retcon. The only targets are the raiders, but they're the same.
Okay,
so
well-
you take out a raider.
Okay, so basically 4 successes, so 4 plus my damage 6, so that's gonna be 10 damage. So yeah,
They got 5 wounds in those, so you took out a raider.
so like
Splat.
bang right in the head, and that's it.
All right. No, close this. Next, we have one more minion group. These guys are a little bit more organized, and they're carrying like specialized. They're carrying like blasters that. Let me get a picture of it. The Black Sun Twin Blaster. They're carrying these like weird. Hold it in the middle, and it's got 2 barrel blaster
wonderful.
pistols.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about.
Right there. And this group
Oh,
isn't
yeah.
as disorganized as the other 2. They don't walk in, but you can see them kind of from the edge of the alarm lights behind them taking defensive positions in the hallway. Okay.
Neat. All right.
And that's that. Now it's the posse's turn. So posse like moves as one character. What do you want to do?
They can shoot the minions, so they're here.
Yeah.
You want to target? Oh wait, there's only one group. These guys are.
Those are some pretty wicked looking blaster pistols.
Yeah.
So they're gonna just kind of focus down these last 2 guys. Okay. Who wants to give the leadership check for them?
Sure. Let me get a thing.
Or knowledge warfare? Either one.
I mean, I don't know. Is your knowledge warfare better? Because I got yellow and 2 greens.
That's the same for me.
I see.
Although I can spend, I do have the talent where if I get a triumph, it gives me another success as well with knowledge
Sure.
specialization.
I'll
So
let you do what you're gonna do.
All right, here we go.
Oh, you're an Imperial Academy cadet, aren't you?
What? No. Yes. Yes, I am. Yeah. I'm gonna do
Okay.
that and then ship captain.
So you got 2 of them. You got more than 2 in your group, so they can take out those minions. So you really only have the people hiding in the hallway. So these guys are gone. These guys are gone. All right, so we got 4 PC turns now.
Cool. Can I shoot?
So you're in this room, so it'd be like a maneuver to get into this room, but you could shoot them from cover with 1 maneuver, or you could take 2 maneuvers, get in their hallway and get away from their cover, but then you don't have any cover against them. So that's your call.
I'm beefy.
If you do the 2 maneuvers, that's 2 strain.
Stew strain, yeah, I know. What range would they be at?
It'd be at short range.
Oh yeah, sure, we'll do it.
Okay, so you just kind of dart. You dart
Two there.
through
we
the
go.
hallway, and they're kind of surprised, and you're like almost in like fisticuff range.
Yeah.
What do you do?
All right. God. Damn it. Okay.
You levy your blaster, and they have like in their kind of offhand like these little vibro knives, and then one of them like lifts up his vibro knife to kind of push it out of the way and blast one of the lights above him.
Oh, wonderful.
DC 2.
Can I go shoot some people now?
Yeah.
Do it.
I think first things first, I need to acquire a better position, TM. So I can hit the people that I want to shoot.
You're pretty far away. If you want to negate their cover, you'd need to spend like your action and your 2 maneuvers to get to them. Well, no, wait. You could do it with 2 maneuvers, but then you'd be like sniper rifle and like almost melee range.
Yeah, so I was just going to... I think I could take 1 maneuver to get to a point where I could hit them better. Like, I'm still at long, probably, and they still have their cover, but...
Yeah, you're just kind of moving to where you got a straight shot.
Yeah.
Sure, you can do that.
Let us go. I'm still at long?
Oh, you're moving to medium, right? I mean, it doesn't matter, but you can stay along or you can go medium, whatever you want to do.
Let's go medium. Let's move up a little.
There is 1 setback for cover.
Oof.
Is that enough to trigger the overheating? Let me see.
Did I manage to break my gun in the first session?
No, you wouldn't break it. You just...
You just need to cool down for a bit.
Oh, it has to be a despair, so no, it's not enough for overheating. I could make it to where it's jammed and you have to use a maneuver to fire next round, so I'll do that. And you just blow one of them away, however you want to narrate it.
This time, it's a headshot because she's closer.
All right. Well, because it is a thing for kids. We see the camera. We see like your eye locking on, and then fire. And then by the time the camera is spun around, like you're just seeing someone fall down. Because it's a movie for kids, right?
Mm.
But yeah, you blew his head off. All right. Next turn. There are 3 of these dudes with the high-tech equipment. Who wants to go? We got Morvis and Brandune.
I'll take a pot shot at one of them.
Okay.
Here we go.
If you're moving into their area, then you have a setback for cover, or you don't have a setback for cover. If you stay where you are, you have a setback for cover.
What's the range? Am I short or medium?
You're medium right now. All
Okay.
right. You're medium right now, so you would still have the setback for cover, but it would be a little easier.
So, okay, so I'm going to move in closer and then have a setback for cover. So, black and purple, right? Does that sound correct?
Yes.
Okay, here I go. Bam. So that's
And
8 damage.
7, 8.
Yeah.
He's got 2 soak, 5. Okay, yeah, it took one of them out. How do you want to narrate that? This wouldn't kill the guy unless you like really want to. Like, if you want to keep a prisoner, just reasonably not kill them.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit him and he does that like and like spinning stuntman like spinning fall that always looks so great on camera. As he goes down. Shot him in the shoulder.
All right.
There you go.
And
It's a
Morris.
close up of his cool looking blaster goes skittering across the floor.
There you go.
All right, Morvis.
Okay, how many are left?
2.
Okay. So Morvis is gonna take a shot at them, but she's gonna use the stun setting on her pistol, and she's gonna try to take one alive.
Okay.
Okay, so I am staying where I am. So that's gonna be 2. And I am using my maneuver to get a boost die, and since luck is already in place, I am going to be shooting from cover, so I will take a setback as well, right?
I mean, unless you're like getting up in their grill, they're in cover.
Oh,
So, yeah.
okay. Okay. Then no. So I'm gonna shoot them. That's much better, so that's gonna be 5 with the 2 advantages.
I meant
so...
to say, I meant to say you would, so I'll just roll that. Doesn't matter.
Okay, so I managed to hit them with the stun setting, and I'm gonna use my 2 advantages.
Pass them on to me.
Yeah, the past one to Liam. So
Cool.
Liam would have advantage, not advantage, a boost.
A boost die.
Yeah. I'm I have D&D on the mind.
Yes.
But yeah, is the target that I hit unconscious, like stunned?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, good.
You did like 8. You did like 8 damage to it. So, like these are minions. I got 5 wound threshold, and most of them have no soak. These guys have 2. So, you know.
There you go.
So my cool NPCs with the cool little guns. There's only one of them, so they can't get minion bonus. So that sucks. I guess we're in melee range with Liam, so
Technically they're in short range, but he can get within melee range if he wants to.
yeah, he closes the melee range and
Oh,
gets out his vibro knife.
wonderful.
Because they have slightly more dice in Brawl. Or Brawn. It's melee attack. You have any melee defense?
You don't. Cool.
Alright, so that is 7 before soak.
So that'll do 4 damage to me.
Stabs you in like the lower abdomen.
Wonderful.
Liam, no!
Motherfucker. Oh my.
Alright, boss can't get a good line on him without threatening the Shistaven.
Wonderful.
Say the posse.
Yeah.
So what's the NPC's orders?
I don't want them to hit me. Stave off for now. If there's anybody that comes into the room, then they can shoot those guys.
They'll like wait to see if someone comes through the other door, and they'll open up if someone does. Sound good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sounds like a good idea.
PC turn.
Alright, I want to kick his ass now. Hopefully I can get away with it. I am definitely gonna get to short range to shoot at this thing. And I get the boost die. I'll take 2 more strain to get another boost die for aim. There's my range light. Alright. Am I am able
Well,
to hit?
I've got a house rule that if you roll a triumph, you can take out a minion with it. So you missed,
Cool.
but you can take out a minion. However
Yeah.
you want to narrate that.
Yeah. So he just backs off into short range and shoots him square in center of mass.
with the big old like Magnum Dragon Eye thing. And he goes flying, bounces off the wall, and face plants.
They picked on someone your own size.
You can hear some like you hear some alarms, but no one else running this direction.
Okay, I'll go back to the room filled with the slaves and just start. Actually, can I shoot off the locks?
Yes, you can.
Okay, I'll just shoot off the locks.
It's pretty dark in here, so like, I mean, I'm not gonna make you roll, but maybe you miss a couple times as you're kind of stumbling around.
I kind of pull Liam and I say, "Let me do it. I could see better."
Right.
Well, you could just help him, you know?
Yeah.
No,
well-
they've got to be sassy about it, apparently.
Yeah.
Okay,
Sassy
so
Chiss.
okay, so Morvis just shoots the doors open on all the cells and tells them to go outside with one of the NPCs to escort them.
So you've got a collection of about 15 kids crammed in this room,
Holy
big enough.
crap.
Big enough for maybe like 2 people, and they're like covered. They're just covered in dirt and grime, and it smells in here like they haven't used the bathroom on the floor. I won't get into details. And they're just of various species, mostly human because Terrace is primarily settled by humans, but you've got, you know, Twi'leks and. You got like one Zabrak kid, and he's a Typhonian Zabrak, so he's brown, not red. As they kind of come out to where there's like more light, they're like covering their eyes, like, oh god. Because they've
We
been locked
haven't-
in here for a while.
We haven't seen light since, well, I don't know when, really.
So you get a radio on your comlink. I assume you gave the doctor your comlink, somebody.
Yeah, totally.
Hey, some of these kids are pretty seriously malnourished, and they got some abrasions. You want me to get to work? I won't be paying as good attention if I do.
Yeah, I point at one of the greenhorns, and I'm like, I'm sending Val back to the ship to drive the thing, or to keep a
Roger.
lookout.
Roger.
So I point at Val and I go, Val, take the kid, go back to the ship and help out the doc.
And this is the Vashi. Is that who you're talking about? Val.
Oh, I just randomly named one of the 3 green.
Oh, right. Okay, cool. You got it. And he heads up. So you've got a. You've got.
I have a question really quick. Is it
Yes.
Liam or is it Yam or La Lam?
No, it's Liam. I think
Okay.
just the text on the thing is making the
Capital I.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. I was like, I have been saying it wrong all night. No one has been.
No, it's okay. Liam is indeed correct.
Okay, all right.
Okay, so you're you got one door you haven't explored. Now that you've kind of cleared out the like patrol down here, you kind of wade into what looks like it. You can see like a symbol on the floor. It looks sort of like a first aid symbol, and it's pretty well lit in this room that they came from. So you can see everyone can see pretty well in here. It's got like a cross, look kind of like a medic symbol. If anyone wants to roll a difficulty 1 lore check,
Sure.
it can get more specific. But this is just kind of world building nonsense, so you don't have to.
Okay.
What lore? Is it just a regular lore check?
Yeah.
Okay.
You recognize this as this is the medical corps symbol of the old Republic Army from like circa 3,600 years ago.
Wow, that is a long time ago.
And this is like a med bay, you can tell, or it was, but they've trashed the place and sold a bunch of stuff for scrap. And now it's serving as kind of like a mess hall. From here, you have a turbo lift that goes up and another door that goes deeper into the ship. And then back in the hangar, there was one door you didn't explore.
Check the other door in the hangar. I don't want to leave anyone behind. Or behind us.
Right. I
Okay.
guess I'll go check that.
That door leads into a kind of dimly lit, kind of red, almost smoky. It's not smoky, but it's just like really dimly lit, so it feels like you're walking in a room full of smoke. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
And it's like all red. Looks like this was some kind of communications suite for the vessel at some point. It's still doing its basic operation. They've got a HoloNet page up. Someone was browsing something about disruptor rifle technology.
I guess I'll take that information.
Well,
So
I mean, it just basically like they're asking somebody if they know where to get a disruptor rifle, and no, I don't. That's illegal. So there's not really any information to glean.
I see. There's no. Can I roll a perception check to see what else is in this room besides just that?
It's got. You don't need to roll a perception check. It's got a hailing. It's got a hailing computer that goes out to something like 500 kilometers, so you could hail like radio stations from here if you wanted to, and like communicate with them. It's like where the communications officer would sit on the ship.
I see. Is it? And it's pretty abandoned. There's like nobody or nothing here.
There's not really anything there.
Okay, I guess I'm just leaving.
You could. Oh wait, there is one thing. You could
Oh.
deactivate the alarms from here. It says alarms active, and there's buttons to turn it off if you want.
Turn it off. We don't need the extra noise.
Okay, when you turn it off, you get like a hailing from the bridge.
Oh. Do they say anything?
Well, they're requesting a channel open.
Oh.
No, that's not good.
I'll open the channel. I'm gonna pull a Han Solo.
I was gonna say, everything's fine, everything's under control, situation normal.
Yep.
Hey, did you get those like rabbit things taken care of?
Yeah, they're well 6 feet under.
Give me a difficulty 1 deception check.
My specialty. Okay, cool. Yeah, no, totally taken care of.
Right. Okay. We got any casualties to report?
Maybe a couple of chumps, but they'll, other than that, we're fine down here.
No one in the family.
No one in the family.
All right. Carry on.
All right. Terminates the comms. I have some good news. We're not gonna be followed.
Fantastic.
That's good to hear. Less we have to worry about.
Of course, but obviously the illusion's gonna last so long, so I would suggest that we skedaddle out of here before we get into some real trouble.
But is
Let's
that
roll.
all the missing children?
We're gonna clear out the rest of the base. We're not gonna finish doing just half of this.
All right.
I'll take point.
By the way,
And with
I know
that,
it's-
yeah, it's
I hope the
10:42.
technology I hope the technology's not killing everybody. Is everyone having fun?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, no,
yeah,
it's fine.
just really late.
I was
I'm just
gonna
gonna
say
I'm just gonna have to get used to Foundry because I've never played on Foundry before today.
same. Should we call it for tonight and then I don't know, do a quick catch up at some other point?
Mayhap.
Because I know it's late for me and I'm on the West Coast.
You know what? I'll probably just. I got ambitious here, so probably
Hey, it's our
what
first session.
I'll
It's
do.
all good.
Probably what I'll do is I'll just find a way to rope the other person in, and we'll just play next week, and I'll just give them extra experience points. Sound good?
Yeah, that sounds
Okay.
good.
They're
Yeah.
not behind.
Yeah.
Because this is a pretty cool setup. I can always like make finding Obi-Wan Kenobi a group effort.
A group
We all
effort.
find Obi-Wan
Yeah.
Kenobi.
He's our only hope.
Oh goodness, this is true.
Old Ben Kenobi? Oh yes.
Because
he's
like,
pretty
yeah,
good.
I think this dungeon would be fun as shit. I don't want to like shorten it. So, okay. So real fast for everyone goes. I was happy with everyone's role playing. I was especially happy with Arena's. I mean, I know like obviously Bran and Liam were very talkative, and that was great too. But like Arena was playing it really cool and added a lot of depth to their character by playing it extra cool, and I thought that was cool. I wanted to give a shout out for that.
Hey, fair.
No problem, darling. Gotta get better at this voice over here.
So, cool ideas. Bran decided we're not going to do this as a dungeon run. We're going to recruit half the town. So that's one. Liam decided that he was going to play and he was going to throw in. So, like,
I mean, I
he
did help with the distraction.
added to the distraction and stuff. That was cool. What cool ideas we got for the other two? Because I'm not naming one doesn't mean there's a problem. It just means
Hey, fair enough.
what Morvis, what cool idea did you have?
For when the session was happening.
Yeah.
Well, my cool idea was basically going to distract the guy while like Reva was gonna sneak in, but apparently I misheard that. So you know, like I think my cool idea was basically going to try to charm this person to distract him.
Well, you did try to like get on the good side of the guy, and that does offer role playing later, so that qualifies. Great. Arena, what was your cool idea?
I don't think I had one.
You shot people.
I did, but that's like what my character does.
It's fine.
It's true. It's sniper. That's what they do.
And
Be concerning if you didn't shoot people.
be prepared to learn the some of the secret stickers on the cool gun case.
Oh, fun.
You know, I almost want to throw in that you had a secondary name was a cool idea. Like, I won't give you that because I was just so impressed with how realistically you played an X and Imperial. Like, you didn't hand wave it. So I want to give you something for that. So we'll say that. Okay, so the next one is, did we do something that changed? Now, I know that you put the kid in the play, you took care of the kid. That's not what it needs. Something interesting come from an obligation, or did you meet your duty, or did your morality change? And so for the Force users, yes, your morality changed because you have
These zombies is a distraction.
you have conflict, so you get experience for that. You may lose morality for it, but you get it, and we'll deal with that when we've wrapped everything up. So, yeah. So the other two, duties and obligations.
My duty is to recruit people for the to fight the good fight for the rebellion and all that is good in the world. So.
All right. So you did that.
So that I'll take upon my responsibility to protect the town, I guess, from these criminals.
Yeah, and you actually tried to not get extra help because you didn't want to put more people in danger. So that works. So everyone's at 9 for 9 so far. Last one is motivation.
My character's very against the Xeno trade as he was a part of it, so, you know, he's stopping.
That's a gimme. Okay.
Surprisingly, Arena and her being in this for money might actually work for this.
What's the motivation you're triggering here?
Oh, I actually have. Where is Arena's motivation? Because I know I had it written down. The destruction of criminals was one of the big things, like why she even became a bounty hunter.
Well, you're doing a job in destroying criminals, so that's pretty basic. Yeah, I guess you got that. So, Brandon, what is your motivation or
Injustice and oppression.
Okay.
Ending it.
Everyone gets 10 experience points.
Woo.
Yay.
And actually, I can show off this cool Foundry thing. Hang on, don't do it. Let me go to group actions. Yes.
Excellent.
Excellent.
I love getting experience points. It's like my favorite thing.
And
Anyway.
just question
Arena,
half.
did you get? Did Arena get experience points? It didn't. It didn't announce.
I don't know. I left the page because I was opening up my Og dudes.
It did not. So I will give you another one. All right, you're good now.
Ooh.
All right, I saw it. Give it to everyone else. So now we have conflict. I'm gonna say that's a 5 conflict. Both of y'all roll a 1d10. If you use the force, roll a 1d10.
All
I
right,
think everybody
gang.
used the force.
Use the force, Liam. Use the force.
I'm
Wait,
not
no.
I'm
I know.
very not force sensitive.
Well, look, you were an L name, and it was,
All right, I'll give it to you.
I'm not a force user either.
A non-force user, but the
Not
force
Oh,
force
that's
is
not
user.
fresh.
available in Dice Roller. That's not available in Dice Roller, so you just do /R space 1d10 in the chat box. But that would be Arena and Morvis do that.
Okay, so it's a slash.
/R space
I
1d10.
only have to hit one of my motivations, right? Because technically this would actually hit both for me.
You only need one.
Okay.
Okay.
God damn it! I rolled and I couldn't find the dice roller right away, so I went to Google and rolled 1d10.
I'll trust you. What'd you get?
8.
Okay. So, Arena, this didn't really affect you. You've done worse. Morvis, is on the other hand, is kind of... Some of the carnage she's seeing in this medical bay might be getting to her a little bit. Morvis's morality goes down by 4.
Well, crap. That's bad.
Yeah, Reina's like, I've done war crimes. I've heisted from a
Crimes.
museum before.
More like word. I don't know. I couldn't finish that.
Are you doing the morality or am I?
You do it.
Okay, so it's 15 minus 4.
Where's the
do you
morality
need?
button? E3.
Got it.
Oh, and I guess real fast, because you completed a scene, roll, the one guy who got hurt, roll your resilience, see if you recover any wounds.
Oh wait, is that me?
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
No difficulty, just roll it.
I see. I don't have very good resilience, so
You recover 1 wound, and if you had any strain, you would get 3 strain back.
all right. So down to 1 strain and down to 13.
And if you guys are missing strain, you can do the same thing with cool. Advantages do nothing. Successes recover strain.
Cool.
So that's it. Did y'all have fun?
Sweet.
Sorry, it was a little technically off there.
No,
It's
fine.
session 1. Or it's session
Yeah.
0.5, so it's pretty.
0.5. Yeah.
You did great. For
I
yeah.
thought that was a little. I mean, I was expecting it to be a lot more awkward. That actually picked up a lot. I had a lot of fun. A lot more than I was
Same.
expecting.
I had a great time.
Now,
Yeah, I had a lovely
I do
time.
have a question to pose the gang.
Yes.
Do I take Hunter's Quarry, which I make a hard survival check to upgrade the ability of all attacks made against a target at long range until the end of the character's next turn, which seems fun. Or do I get Lethal Blows, which adds +10 per rank of lethal blows to any
Get
critical
lethal
injury?
blows,
So
get lethal
make my gun
blows.
even more dangerous.
Get lethal blows.
Both awesome.
I have it. I have
Both
it,
of 'em are
and
really
it's
cool.
very useful.
Yeah.
I mean, lethal blows is. I mean, it depends. It depends. Do you want to have like an active thing to do, or do you just want to make your crits just start down the crit train? Which one do you?
crit
Which one do you
train?
want to start with?
Woo woo.
Yeah.
Crit train.
On
Because anything over 50 generally
it's
is,
like,
more serious crits, which is
Yeah.
great. So that +10 adds a lot.
yeah.
Based on the classes she's been, or I'm sorry, they. My bad. Please don't hate me. Based on the classes.
No, it's fine. The character's she.
That's really where it came from. Based on the classes they've been talking about using, I expect like lethal blows to get pretty horrifying by the end of the campaign.
You know, I'm not really sure what direction I should go. If I should go for more of a social or a combat direction. Because it's like,
we do have like 3 kind of hybrid combat social. people.
yeah, that's where I'm at too.
Well, I'll say this. I'm going ship captain, Universal, and Imperial Academy cadet. Those are my 2 specializations, and they do a lot of social stuff, and like some piloting stuff, and like command and ordering stuff. So I'm kind of like, if you think about it in D&D terms, kind of like a bard, an inspiration bard, but I'm not super combat-y. So I don't have a lot of things that help me with combat directly.
Because a certain line in Martial gets me really, like, I could just fuck shit up at really short ranges, but beyond that, it's.
Well, one of the things about Marshall is their social route is collaborative. Like,
That's
Yeah.
very true.
it's based off of other people's social checks. So, I mean, either way, it would be cool.
Yeah, it's just spending the XP. And then, well, I'm also torn between just putting XP into skills, too.